bastards came, guns blazing. And they expect us to bow down? This? What you're fighting for? Here's my answer! A bullet! I fight you tooth and nail! Are we gonna let them leave fully loaded? No! Let them come, if they dare, and pay with their lives! Let them see our anger! Feel our pride! Show them who Kamona really belongs to! I will fight for her until the end.
Hi everyone, I'm Yiming from the Arena Breakout team. Our primary goal for Arena Breakout is to deliver a highly immersive tactical shooter experience to hardcore fans of first-person shooter games. That is why one key principle for us has been the realistic depiction of the battlefield. Doesn't the sky in Arena Breakout look fantastic? This is because our engineers have used the volumetric cloud technology that reproduces the visual effects of light passing through the cloud. Apart from volumetric cloud, we've also tapped into several other graphic techniques, like the environment light mixture, to make the game even more realistic. You can be at the farm with the sun right overhead at noon, or watch the sunset at dusk in a shady spot in the forest. There's also the question of sound. In Arena Breakout, you must use sounds to determine the enemy's position and gain the upper hand, to create a more immersive experience. We've developed an audio visualization system that displays the location of sound relative to your position. When you are playing, a bigger audio pole and clear lines means the source of the sound is close to you. However, not all sounds can be detected by the system. Some sounds, including doors being opened by the enemy, looting a container, or opening a safe, won't be detected by this system. We want audio visualization to benefit mobile players and provide a comparable experience to what you will find in console and PC games, without sacrificing the importance of developing listening skills in the game. Weapons are another critical aspect of any shooter game. Each and every firearm in Arena Breakout has been designed to be true to life in terms of how they look, how they fire, and the modes available to them. You can mix and match over 700 weapon modes and apply your choices to more than 10 weapon slots to forge the weapon that works best for you. The combinations are nearly limitless. We all know that realistic gun feel matters greatly to tactical FPS players. This is why we've spent a lot of time figuring out the best ways to replicate how a firearm feels. Take weapon recoil, for instance. We broke it down into its components, such as shake, the lifting of the muzzle, the backward movement. and work on this one by one in order to deliver a truly realistic recoil experience.
Wanna guess what's coming?
In Arena Breakout, the battlefield is full of variables and unknowns. This is a game that rewards taking risks. Win, you take everything. Lose, and you start from square one. This is a game of tactics and strategy. First of all, even before you enter a match, you can shape your combat capabilities based on your preferences. Are you heading into the dark zone with all guns blazing? Or are you going to be the madman attempting to pull this off with nothing but a knife? Your choice of strategy will also determine the kind of game experience you have. You are free to make your own decisions based on the information you get. What kind of choices will you make under pressure? We've also taken great pains to make great maps. I will use the formula, a map most players should be familiar with, for an example. This is the first map we created for Arena Breakout to create a map that is full of interesting tactical space. We first laid out different zones in terms of value. We placed points of interest across the map to vary expected gains, risk, and travel time. These POIs also interact with each other to form the distinctive landscape of the farmland. A map like this makes for a highly dynamic and immersive experience as players engage in both a battle of skills and strategies. A battle that requires them to contend with changes that occur in the field, and the emergent interactions between players with different skills and gear. I want to let you all know pre-registration for the game starts now worldwide, and we hope to officially launch in very near future. It's time to shoot and loot.
The enemy in the south are stuck fast. They won't dare move a half-step north anytime soon. They pissed all over our sacrifice. So many of our brothers gone. Even our warship, the King, who fought with us through hell or high water. Scuttled, shredded, rotting at the bottom of the sea.
Arena Breakout is like literally the first proper true next-gen mobile first-person shooter.
Just overall, there's a lot of customability and just uniqueness that, like I said, we haven't seen in other types of shooters before.
What I like most about Arena Breakout is the healing system, how you're able to use painkillers, surgical kits, and adrenalines to treat yourself.
I'm an ex-military soldier, so being in that mindset again feels absolutely amazing.
It actually speaks a lot for how polished Arena Breakout is, because I don't play a lot of mobile games and stuff like that, and the fact that I was able to dive into this one of these, it was so comfortable.
Dude, we got it, let's go!
And so just take that time to learn it all and just be patient with it, because you're not going to pick it up immediately, but once you do, it's going to be a blast.
Just go and play the game. You will die a lot, but that's how you learn things.
Take it a little bit slower than you would the other games, because like I said, it's high risk, high reward.
Hi everyone, I'm Yiming from the Arena Breakout team. I'm the producer of Arena Breakout here at MoFun Studios. I started out in the industry back in 2004, working on console games like Killzone Shadow 4 and the Ghost Recon. For those who don't know, Arena Breakout is a first-person tactical shooter game. It's been 3 years in the making, and our goal is to develop a next-gen FPS game for mobile. In Arena Breakout, you don't get a lot of tactical information, so you have to stay alert at all times, act on what you know, and think carefully on your next move. There's no single objective you must achieve. Instead, you find the best strategy to survive and leave the dark zone with as much high-value loot as possible. The dynamic and the immersive experience in Arena Breakout comes from the changes that occur on the battlefield and the organic interactions between players of differing skills and equipment levels. This is what makes Arena Breakout a unique experience. Here, you don't win by running out the clock or staying inside a circle. The objective is not to be the last man standing either. Instead, shoot and loot is the heart of this game.
Sniper!
You grab your loot, then make your way out via the extraction point on the map. That's how you win the game. The global closed beta test this past February was very exciting. We received a lot of feedback and suggestions from players during testing. For instance, players have asked for the game to be localized and dubbed into their language, for the game to be playable on more devices and for more modes. Allow me to share with you what we have in the pipeline at this moment. Let's start with localization. We plan to launch the game globally in more languages to make it more accessible to players around the world. This is something we have been working on from the very beginning. One issue that has cropped up during testing is device compatibility. This was reported by a number of players, which is why we are also working on improving our game's performance to allow as many people as possible to experience Arena Breakout. For the future, to keep things interesting and fresh, we will also introduce new content and features, such as new maps, missions, bosses, characters, and weather conditions. Finally, I look forward to welcoming all of you to the world of Arena Breakout, where a truly immersive and realistic battle experience awaits you. It's time to shoot and loot.
Welcome everybody. Today we have a show for you. I'm your host Dab. I know Mod 6 isn't here. We're looking for Mod 6, but today I'm going to be hosting the Golden Lions Legions for you guys. As I said, my name's Dab. Some of you might know me, some of you may not know me. But today we're going to have a English versus Espanol creator tournament. All right. And if you guys don't know what the Golden Lion Legions is, it is a content creator group that we like to hold rivals, and we like to hold tournaments and stuff and create fun and exciting moments around the game. So today we have an interesting competition plan for you guys. All right. Let's go ahead and hop into what today is going to be about. We're going to be holding 4 30-minute heats. We're going to be doing 30 minutes on farm and then 30 minutes on armory. And then we're going to take a short break and then follow it up with 30 more minutes on farm as well as 30 minutes on armory. We have 2 teams. We've got Team SADE and Team Mitek, English versus Espanol. And these are some heavy hitters, all right? If you guys don't know, they both stream, they both make content, and they both get a lot of views, and they're both extremely good at the game, okay? I've watched both of them. They're great at the game, okay? Today, how it's going to work is the teams are going to add up their loot values at the end of each match for farm and armory both. And the team at the end of the day with the most loot, it wins, all right? Loot, shoot, and break out. That's the name of the game. So we're going to do 30 minutes on farm. Everybody's going to add up their loot at the end of each match, and whoever's the best wins. That's the plan today. We're going to go ahead and get into a pregame tournament interview here in just a minute with the creators. But if you guys haven't already played Arena Breakout or you don't know about it, this is an amazing game where you can basically conquer the world. I guess in a better sense, that's how I would say it. You have an inventory full of stuff or not, and all you got to do is you just go into the match, you loot, you shoot, and you break out. Basically, I know it's easier said than done, but this game really brings out like the hardcore FPS fans that want a game that is realistic. It's hyper realistic. All right. You go in, you get loot, you got to sneak around or not and make it to the extract with your loot without getting taken out. All right. And the name of the game is basically just getting rich. If you guys want to download the game, you can use the link in the description down below. It's right down there, ready to go for you guys. And like I said, I know you guys are normally used to seeing Mod 6 do this, but today you got Dab, all right? Each match has a 30-minute time limit. Participants can make unlimited attempts within the allotted time. So say they go in and they instantly die. Well, it's not over. They got an unlimited amount of attempts in that 30-minute window. Like I said, we're doing 30 minutes on farm, 30 minutes on armory, and then we're going to take a short break and then do 30 minutes on farm and then 30 minutes on armory again. And I can't wait to see the difference in between the gameplay that these teams make on the 2 maps, because as you guys know, farm and armory, completely different play styles. Whereas farm has a lot of PvP, and armory, I would say, has a lot of PvP, but also the NPCs and the bots in there are extremely hard to deal with. If the participant fails to extract from one game, the value of that game will not be counted. So if they don't extract, they can't count their loot. All right, they can't just grenade themselves early or anything, because honestly, if you don't make it out with loot, you don't get to put anything up on the leaderboard. And if they don't, if they have like a match that is about to go over that 30-minute time frame, if they don't extract in that match within that 30 minutes, it doesn't count. There's no restrictions on the value of the equipment that can be brought into the game. So like normally in the past, we've had it where on farm you can only bring in a pistol and a sniper, just to kind of make things even for both teams. But today, they've taken those restrictions off. All right, there's no value like restrictions or anything, and the supplies will only be counted if they extract within the game. So they don't extract. They don't get to count their loot. As you guys can see right here on the screen, we have the stuff for you, the way for you to redeem the CD keys that you're going to be putting, they're going to be putting up on the screen today. There's a total of 80 CD keys that are going to be put up throughout the broadcast. Okay, so we're going to put up some here in just a moment, as well as after each game and before each game. There's going to be some codes up on the screen, and they're only going to be up for about 30 seconds each. So make sure you screenshot them and head over to what you see right here on the screen. If you go to the events section, there's a code redemption. And yeah, get your CD keys. I think they're going to be, if I remember correctly, I have it pulled up right here. Maybe level 4 bullet packs. There you go. So redeem 1 per account. All right. Right down below me, you can see all the codes. So screenshot them, go over to the events section, go to the redeem code section, and go ahead and get your free level 4 bullet packs. Get them up, soak them up. And here in just a moment, we're going to get into a pre-game interview with the players of today. Yeah, if you guys are just tuning in, it's going to be Mitek versus SADE. So some of you guys probably everybody here knows who Mitek and SADE are. SADE being a massive English-speaking creator who I would like to say is probably the biggest English-speaking creator as far as views and stuff goes. So he's massive. Make sure you guys check him out on YouTube. And then you have Mitek, who is the biggest Spanish-speaking creator as far as I know. And he also live streams on Twitch. You guys can go check him out. So basically at the end of today, the team with the highest loot value wins. What's up, Mitek? What's up, SADE?
Yo, what's up? What's up? How you doing?
How you guys feeling today?
I'm feeling kind of weird, not gonna lie, you know. That is another RNG based, not custom rooms tournament, so I cannot wait for it, not gonna lie.
Yep. Mitek, how are you feeling today?
I'm feeling good. I believe in my team and your potential.
Let's go. That's good to hear. So, SADE, really quickly.
Yeah.
Well, how do you feel about this competition?
In which way?
Like, as far as how do you feel how challenging this competition is versus Mitek? Like, do you think the competition is going to be the bar's set pretty high today, or do you think it's going to be an easy one?
Dude, I have to respect my opponent, you know, and I just want to say that it's not even a custom, so I don't really care who wins, you know, but I respect him. Yeah, that's all I say.
Mitek, how do you feel about today's competition?
I'm feeling good. I respect him too, and I want to play too in custom rooms. But I think in this tournament we need to lucky to make.
Do you think it's gonna be hard to beat SADE?
I don't know.
Okay. So really quickly, SADE, what do you feel is the key as the captain for your team to win today? Do you guys want to give away your strategy early?
RNG, you know. Loot drop is
the straight RNG
in this kind of tournament. Yeah, it is.
Okay. So you're gonna go for
because we're going to play in different lobbies. I don't know. Because I'm saying we are going to be playing in different lobbies. You know, different loot drops, different players. So I don't know. We'll see. We may see each other in the same match. You know, you never know. That's the problem with this kind of tournaments, in my opinion. And that's the reason why I hate this type of tournaments. I was not going to join this tournament if I didn't get invited, you know. So, I don't know.
Well, they invited you, so they must think highly of you. There's a lot of there's some money on the line if you win today. Could be $500 in your pocket, $2,000 to the winning team, $800 to the losing team, and each player getting a portion of that. So I mean, that could be $500 in your pocket. All you gotta do is just do your thing today, Sade.
Yeah, I'm going to do my thing today. I'll see if it's going to work out or not. I hope it will, but I'll see.
Well, thank you guys so much for our little chit chat, and now let's just go prepare ourselves to enter the battle.
All right, thank you.
Thank you so much.
All right, well, they're going to be going ahead and getting ready for their match. They're going to go ahead and get all suited up, ready for you guys. But I want to ask you guys, I got the questions in the comments opened up in front of my face. Who do you guys think is going to win today? Let me know in the comment section down below. Spam the name, whether it be SADE or Mitek. Who's winning today? Honestly, I've watched both of these players, okay? I can't say who's winning today. I honestly can't say who's winning today. Could be SADE, could be Mitek. Like I said, they did take farm, or they did take Valley out of the rotation, because normally they do Valley in the middle, so it's just farm and armory today, so we'll see how they do. I know a lot of teams on farm don't typically go in with a whole lot of loot as far as being super kitted. So, I mean, it all comes down to luck with whether you get a super kitted team or a not super kitted team, whether you get luck in the safe. So we'll see what everybody's luck looks like today. And like you did hear me saying, the winner gets $2,000. The winning team gets $2,000, and the losing team gets $800. So everybody's walking away with a little bit of cash in their pocket today. But it all just comes down to who's the richest player. All right, we're going to go ahead and put some more CD keys up on the screen right here for you guys. So go ahead and screenshot them, grab them super quick. They're only going to be up there for just a moment. And then if you go over to the events section in the game, you can go to the redeem code section and go ahead and get these codes redeemed. Get yourself free level 4 bullet packs right down below. All right, go ahead and grab those CD keys up. We're going to be doing these before every game and after every game. So if you didn't get any of these, stick around and there'll be plenty of more CD keys. And if you haven't downloaded Arena Breakout yet, make sure you use the link in the description down below. This game's amazing. Honestly, the last 3 months, playing this game since it's been released has been like a fresh breath of air in the mobile gaming scene, not gonna lie. To finally have a hardcore, realistic FPS shooter, and like it doesn't even come close to being as hardcore as any other game on the market right now. Like it's the realest that it gets. So make sure you guys download it with the link in the description down below. And if you're wondering what my favorite map to play is, Northridge, okay? Northridge, if you haven't yet, play that map. It's the best. But we're going to be go ahead and getting up into the matches here in just a moment. The teams are go ahead and getting their stuff ready to go. I'm sure if I had to guess, both of these characters are suiting up in full level 6. I think SADE's probably grabbing an H4 right now. I'm pretty sure that's his favorite gun. And Mitek, I'm pretty sure, is grabbing an RPK. Every time I watch his stream on Twitch, he's always rocking an RPK. So, yeah, he's probably grabbing that. Before we hop into the matches, though, I want to tell you guys about a special event promotion that we got going on. You see the Rich Rivals, you see it in the title, you see it on the thumbnail. And if you guys want to watch other content creators that are currently trying to be a part of this, if you go and search the keyword million loot on TikTok, YouTube, wherever you like to watch content, whether it be Twitch or whatever, and you look in the Arena Breakout category, you should find other content creators that are trying to get into these as well, because this is just week 2 for this. They have more weeks going on for this, and this is just round 2. I'm sure there's going to be a round 3, and we'll see who it is next time. It could be you. It could be you. Yeah, just search the keyword million loot. You can find all of those on Twitch, TikTok. Like some other content creators that are participating would be Kiwi, Poker Bro, Linden, Beam, Simivan, Hyperkind, and if you're a Spanish-speaking Arena Breakout fan, there's Bardot27, Hispada, Six Kratos, Chan Chan, and many others. If you go and search the keyword million loot on any of your favorite, like YouTube, Twitch, TikTok, wherever you like to watch content, you can find many other content creators, as not just the ones you see here today. So, yo, go check them out. Go check them out. If I had to give a recommendation, Go check out Kiwi. He's an amazing player, and you'll probably learn more than you ever thought you could about this game from watching him. And as well as Six Kratos from the Spanish-speaking community, he is a great player in the game. All right, I've actually watched his streams a lot on Twitch too. You can check him out on Twitch. All creators who entered the round 2 were the winners who passed the fierce competition in the first round, where they had to extract with more than $1 million worth of loot to qualify to be here today. So they didn't just get invited here. They definitely had to qualify. And they currently have 27 winners, and the 8 people, the top 8 are the ones that you see here today. So we'll go ahead and give the creators a few more minutes to get their stuff ready to go. But make sure you guys are following Arena Breakout everywhere on social media. They do tweet a lot. They post a lot on Instagram. They post a lot of content on their YouTube channel. They actually do post a lot of YouTube content. So you see these weekly Golden Lion Legions rivals, as well as they post game updates. They post these really cool cinematics. I don't know who they hired for these things, but the cinematics that they make, the in-game cinematics, look amazing. And every time they come out with something new, they make an amazing cinematic for it. So make sure you guys are following them on all social media. Follow them up on YouTube. And here in less than 60 seconds, we're gonna hop up into the first 30-minute heat on farm, where we're gonna see SADE versus Mitek. Again, let me know in the comment section below who you guys think is gonna win today, or at least just the farm portion. SADE or Mitek, let me know down below. If you haven't yet, make sure you hit the like button on the stream. And like I said, check to make sure you're subscribed up. The winner of today is going to walk away with $2,000, all right? $500 per player, and $800 for the winner, which would be $200 per player. So everybody's walking away with a little bit of juice in their pocket. But it's all about who is the richest team in each heat today. All right? At the end of the stream, whoever has the most loot wins the title, all right? And it's bragging rights, really, more than just the money, honestly, bragging rights. If I beat SADE in a competition, oh man, I'd put that in my Twitter bio. Like that would that would mean a lot to me. So hopefully Mitek or SADE, they do great today. I can't wait to see how this shakes out. We're gonna be going in just a few here. They're gonna put the action into plan. All right, so the first 30 minutes on farm. As we know, farm, you've got some spawns where you could have some crazy PvP right off the start. So hopefully we see one of those content creators get up in one of those juicy spots. I know over in the Grain Trade Center, there's about 3 different, almost 4 if you count the one that's a little bit further down the road. But basically, almost the entire lobby spawns on like one side of the map sometimes. So hopefully we see some of that going on today. We see some sweaty moments. I think SADE said that he's playing with 2 of his friends, so we know that their synergy is going to be at an all-time high. And Mitek's playing with a couple of his friends as well, so all the energy is going to be there, and I cannot wait to see this. If you're just tuning in, welcome to the Golden Lions Legion's Rich Rivals, all right? English versus Espanol today. Let's see who's better. We're going to find out. Cannot wait to see the action here in just a moment. Let me see if they've got the timer going. All right, we're going into the match right now. Here we go, folks. I'm so ready for this. And if you haven't yet, make sure you download Arena Breakout with the link in the description down below. You could be playing alongside these creators. You might even be able to get up in their matches today. Who knows? So, and if you do, good luck. Let's go, farm. All right, so we got Mitek rocking a thermal. He did not spawn on that side that I was talking about, but he did spawn on the other side of the map there. See him checking his left and right. There's a player spawned right across the road from him. So he's being a little cautious. He's checking it out, making sure that... Oh, he sees the footsteps. He definitely knows somebody's over there.
Son dos, por lo menos.
And you can see his aggressive push. Like,
bots?
His team is right behind him too, so he's good to go.
Está ahí dentro. Muerto ya.
Nice. One defeated. Looks like he maybe defeated one before, or maybe the player that he just defeated took that guy out. But looking like a couple of Timmys. Not a whole lot of loot that Mitek's going to get from these.
Ojo como vayan avanzando.
So that's about a $15,000 AK. Probably nothing in the bag. Not a bad start, though. It's better than starting off and dying immediately, so... We see SADE over here instantly in a fight as well. Spawned over by the grain tray. This is one of the spawns that I was telling you about. Where it's like several teams spawn in this one corner of the map. So it looks like he just took out a duo. Or maybe that's one is his dead teammate. That could have been a dead teammate, but... He's going to go ahead and clear the area. Now, one thing you'll want to remember about this game, folks, is no matter how many players you eliminate, there's always one more waiting. Always.
Igual por aquí no ha pasado nada, si no se hubiese escuchado algún bot.
Allá atrás en la caja el que maté ya no hay otro más ya.
Sí, solo ese venían con AK, pero sin nada, literal. Full pobre.
Mitek running around with that thermal. That's how you know he wants to win today. He's rocking the thermal. Alright, so this is a very popular place as well on farm. You find a lot of action here. Taking out a scav. Low covert. Perhaps.
Ok, voy a tirar todos los cajones de aquí. Ayúdame a con el segundo piso.
Now the question is he going to take time to loot, or is he just going to go to extract and hopefully reset and maybe just find better player loot? I mean, that's kind of what you want to ask yourself here is like, are you going to take time to loot containers, or are you just going to hope that you get put into some sweaty lobbies with some T6 players?
Sí, motel. Porque un equipo ya llegó muy rápido.
I think he hears some shots off in the distance towards the stable, so he's going to make his way that way. SADE in the most expensive room that you can possibly open in the whole game right now. $800,000 key to get in this room right now. It's got double safe. Looks like he's looting up the normal safe. In the digital safe, you got a jack and a CPU. So honestly, kind of an underwhelming safe opening, underwhelming key opening. But hey, this would be my strategy to instantly get to this room. Maybe he's got the key for the other safe here as well. But you know, honestly, if that's what you're getting out of the digital safe, I would just be bouncing to the extract. But he's going to continue looting up there, opening up a long weapon case. You have the possibility of getting some really good scopes out of this, really good gun attachments that can honestly add up. At the end of the day, they add up, you know. 15K here, there, 20K here, there, you know, adds up, adds up. He's going to run on over to the other... Nope, not running to the other locked door. Just kidding. He's going to go ahead and pop a painkiller. Here's somebody coming. Could be a player. Yeah, he's going to unlock the door. Oh, yeah. Somebody already in there? Alright, so I think he's just raiding now for... Probably for a team to show up. You can hear his teammates running all around looking for all the best loot for him. And that's probably the best strategy, honestly, is everybody just gets a different corner of the motel, start looting up. Now, I did ask for clarification before this started today, and this for sure is all of the teams loot counted as one, not just one single person. So at the end of each match, each one of these guys have to provide a screenshot showing how much money they made. There we go. SADE popping another painkiller, making sure he's painkilled up at all times. We got Mitek now at the motel. Start making his way up to the second floor there. Hopefully he's got the key too. Of course he does. Of course he does. He's going to open it up. Hopefully get some GG loot on that digital safe there to the left. What's it going to be? Imagine secret document in the middle of a rivals.
Hay que darse todo, todo lo morado. Literal voy a ir con la mochila.
Oh, just a pocket watch and a cinder. Opening up the premium weapon case there. You can get some crazy loot out of these sometimes. Some really good guns as well as the target mods. And some really good attachments too. QC61 there. Not the best gun you can get out of it, but not a bad gun. QC61 is the best gun in the game, right, Chop? All right, second safe of the room. Hopefully this is where all the juice is. And that is definitely the juice. And got himself a little disk drive. All right, now at this point, Mitek, what do? Do you go straight to extract? Has he heard any shots? Do you got players to go look for? As you can see, fully T6'd out too. Called it. Oh, here's some shots off from the distance. Heard a little shotgun shot.
Vamos a encontrar un equipo aquí enfrente. Nos falta una caja fuerte aún.
Now on farm, I believe they're playing non-lockdown, so the possibility of having imposters in their match is there. So they have to really be careful that they don't get an entire like 10-15 minute match deleted to an imposter. We're officially 10 minutes into this first run on farm. This first 30-minute heat. Now, even though he knew that was not a well-good player, he still took that very cautiously. You never know if it could be a scav with a USAS or something that can just one-tap you, you know? Opening up another key. Not a key that you see people open up a lot, but there's a safe there, so let's see what he gets. Perfume bottle. Mitek looking like he's got close to maybe $75,000 worth of loot. 50, 75,000. He's probably somewhere in that range so far with that AK plus all those items. Oh, we got SADE getting out of his first match here. 11 minutes in. First match down. Not bad. Let's go ahead and see how much loot he made it out with.
All right, the first match is over. Let's see how much.
First match, as you can see right there, the line basically showed him running straight through the whole match. 47K to start off with for a non-lockdown farm. Not bad. I think Mitek's probably around the same value, to be honest. Mitek making his way to the extract as well. Both of these teams going to just get a quick 12-minute match, and it looks like, and go ahead and reset here. Hopefully they don't take too long, each of them in the lobby, and they can get back into the next match pretty quickly. Let's see. What is he coming out with? I always like to see the map. As you can see, it's basically a straight line to the extract. And Mitek coming out with 37,000 for his first raid. Okay. SADE currently up 10K, but they've got plenty of time to go in and get a second match in. You can see 17 and a half minutes still left on the clock. And these players just really want to be as fast as possible in the lobby. And the thing that makes that possible is, you know, the quick equip buttons above each slot really make the lobby easy. You know, the quality of life with that quick equip button is through the roof. So I'm sure each one of these guys will be really kitted quickly. As you can see, Ryan ready to go. Creator, SADE ready to go. Haywan ready to go. Everybody ready to go. 3 thermal runners too. You see that? You got 3 of them with thermals right there. These guys are not messing around. 3 thermals and an IND-70 helmet user enjoyer. Looking like one AX-50, an AR-57, an FAL, and I believe that's an H4 in Haywan's hand. So these guys are not messing around. Not a single one of these guys are going to die today. SADE looking engaged as ever into the competition right now. Look at that smile on his face knowing he came out with an extra 10K. Hopefully, in this next match, both teams find some better player loot. As you saw, both teams did run into some players to take out, but the loot from each one of those really wasn't up to par. You know what I'm saying? All right, man's loading into his next match. We still got 15 minutes on the clock, 15 and a half minutes. Now, if you're just tuning in, welcome to the Golden Lion Legion's Rich Rivals English versus Espanol Round 2. Today, the richest team from each match gets counted, and at the end of the stream, whoever is the richest team wins. All right, we got 30 minutes on farm, 30 minutes on armory, and then a short break, followed by another 30 minutes on farm, and then 30 minutes on armory. All right, and at the end of each match, each player has to submit a screenshot showing their loot, and at the end of the stream, whoever's the richest wins. As you can see right there, Team SADE in the bottom left-hand corner having 200K, where Team Mitek has 183,000. From that whole team, they only got 17,000 more. So Team SADE not really having a big lead right now. You know, SADE did get a crazy spawn right there, though. Spawning, that's literally the best spawn you can get in all of farm, right there next to the motel. Man's gonna rush on up to the $800,000 key. Hopefully he gets better luck this time. The team trailing behind him. Oh my gosh, almost getting taken out by a bot right there. As you can see, his whole body was red. One more bullet to his head, and that could have been GG's for him this match. Oh, now he's got a leg and an arm out. Where's the team? Creator Zad coming in from behind was about to help him out there. Like somebody else got into the $800,000 room. Hopefully they got something good out of it. I could not imagine dying to a bot in a tournament. That has never once happened to me. And nobody reminded me in the comment section about it. We all remember when I died on Armory. Okay, we all remember. It's fine. Back to Mitek's point of view. He did get that grain trade. Center spawn. Hopefully, he's got some crazy juiced teams around him to take out. He's checking his left, checking his right. I think he's probably spawned in the right corner, and he ran to the left corner there. So he's going to run up this side path where there's possibly a team up here to his right. Judging by the lack of footsteps, though, I think he got lucky and spawned maybe on this side alone. Just going to go ahead and take the path around the lake. And with those thermals on, too, like, nobody is going to surprise this man. He's going to see you before you see him for sure. I know we all remember a few weeks back when they had the Farm Storm mode, and everybody had a pair of thermals on their face. And it looks like Mitek just kept him there. Back to SADE's POV. Seeing what kind of loot this man's getting. Backpack looking empty so far. He hasn't really picked up a whole lot. Everything looking picked up as well. The team probably has a lot of the loot. Checking everything. Now, another place I would loot up, just besides Motel here, I would definitely go to Grain Trade, get some loot there. There's probably a lot of loot. But other than that, Grain Trade, Motel, maybe Stables for a couple boxes, but... SADE looking like he's trying to figure out what he's going to do here. He's going to go ahead and get the... They changed the location of the safe that used to be in the second floor that was free. They did put it down in the road now, if you guys didn't know about that. So he's going to go check that one. He got a TI alloy, titanium alloy. Those things are heavy, but he's got to get the loot. He doesn't really have a whole lot, so... In normal gameplay, not going to lie, I walk past those all the time. I hate how much space they take up for how heavy they are. But he doesn't really have a choice. He's got to take it.
Los dos uso.
All right, now judging by the play style of these two teams so far, let me know in the comment section again who you guys think is winning. Team SADE, Team Mitek. Mitek down by 17,000. But hey, that's literally just one item. That could just be one item. We did see SADE grabbing a titanium alloy. Well, I wonder what Mitek's going to get out of the safe here. Safe versus safe. Who gets a better safe? Oh, Mitek with the radio. Nice. Mitek getting better loot out of the safe there. Just by a few $1,000s, but it's a few thousand coin, but it's still better loot. Nonetheless. Oh. Did he see it? Was that a player? No, that wasn't a player. Okay. Looking around, and you might be wondering, why is he not taking out all these scavs? Well, a strategy that some people use is if you leave up some of the scavs, you can kind of use them as an alarm system, if you will. Where if somebody tries to come up behind you, they'll probably activate those bots, and then you'll know. They're like a little alarm system. Like if they're not shooting at you, then they're shooting at somebody, you know? Now, I think the most amount of times I've died on farm has been at this location. The players like to call this the greenhouse. It's, you know, the big barn out in the middle of the fields. There's a few loot containers. I wouldn't say it was crazy, but it's definitely worth it to stop as they're passing through. See what they get. A calendar, nice. So he knows what day it is. Some Cohen on the table. Yep. Easy Cohen. All right, let's check some more of these drawers. Not bad. Cable. For farm loot, that's pretty good. Keeps checking his left and rights, making sure there's no players coming in the distance. Oh, he hears some shots off to the east there. And they're not at him, so he knows there's got to be either a player or an imposter over there. He's seeing an imposter fight. An imposter fighting with some bots there. Landing a headshot. Oh, wait, no, those were actual players. Checking back in with SADE's point of view. Man's getting his second extract in. There is 8 minutes left, so if he gets back up super quick and runs straight through, he might be able to get one more match in. But let's see what his team makes it out with this time. We can only really see SADE's loot, but we have to assume that the whole team grabbed the whole lot, right? So he's up 17k right now. And his current run, if I had to guess, is probably around 50k with the titanium alloy plus whatever else he grabbed. Looking like another just straight through run from spawn motel to out. Not a bad run. We're going to have them count that up. He flipped through the screen so fast, I didn't see how much that was. Oh, 18. 18,551. Okay. So just the titanium alloy, but his teammate probably got something as well. So we'll have to see what it all adds up to.
Calculen un poco menos para equiparnos armería y que sean provechosos ese tiempo.
Both of these teams kind of having rough go at the loot here today. As you've seen right there, Mitek looting his player eliminations, but they weren't too juiced. But I mean, honestly, if he's about to leave, you might as well fill every single slot with an item, because you never know. It could be the make it or break it item. I believe one time I lost a Golden Lion Legion's Rivals tournament, like solely due to the value of a pocket watch. Okay, so you never want to just leave a empty spot in your backpack. It could be the win. Could be the win. As you can see, Mitek grabbing everything right now. He even grabbed the M32 headsets. He knows that there's no possible. He knows there's 6 minutes left. There's no possible way he's going to get another match in. So he might as well spend as much possible time in this match juicing every single section of it. Over here at the loading center, the loading area. You got a few jackets here to loot up. There's a few boxes inside that building too that you can loot up. They're mostly like weapon parts and stuff though. So the jackets on the wall could have some GG keys. He's looting dead player. Grabbing the dog tag. Hey, little 500 Cohen. You never know. Could be the make it or break it. Like I said. Looking like he's going to drink an energy drink and make his way towards the extract.
Armería tiene que hacer la diferencia, loco.
As you can tell right there, Mitek playing on an iPhone, full gyro, which honestly I feel is the best way to play the game. Gyro is the easiest way to fully control your shots. So SADE as well, playing on a phone, looking like an Android phone, I think, though. Also looking like not full gyro. I think he's maybe just half gyro. I'll have to ask him in the post-game interview. So he did get the grain trade spawn, looking like it was a pretty easy spawn, though, because nobody's really shooting at him. He's going to make his way down the highway. Hopefully getting to motel real quick, grabbing a GG safe and bouncing out. Mitek leaving. 4.5 minutes left in the lobby. Let's see what he made it out with this time. He did fill every single slot, as much loot as possible. Oh, he see. Okay, so they hear possibly the boss. Possibly the boss. Nah. They don't have to deal with the boss. Okay. Hopefully they get into that room, get the GG loot quick, and get out. They got 3.5 minutes. If they do not extract with their loot before that timer ends, it does not count. SADE unlocking the 800 key. 800k. Literally the most expensive door in the whole game to open. Right there. Oh, UPS. There we go. That's the ticket right there. Depending on how they value the item, I think they just take it by vendor value, but that's a 50k item right there. 55k item. If you sell it on the market, it goes from 100k or so, but I'm pretty sure they're going by vendor value. So that would be a $55,000 item. SKS, Uzi Rail, 1911, hand grips. Analyzer, there you go, buddy. Now, honestly, I would just really want to count that massive battery in, so I would be getting out of here. Is SADE gonna go over the 30 minutes? That's the question here. If he... I would say if he doesn't start running to extract right now, he might not extract on time. Looking like I think he's getting the same idea. Man's got the massive tiger shark knife. Haven't seen that in a hot minute. I bought that when it first came out, and then they came out with the lucky rabbit knife, and then I got that one, and they came out with the sickle, and then I got that one, and I forgot about the tiger shark knife. But it's nice to see that SADE still has his. I think the most amazing thing that they could have done to this game was add knife skins. Like, everybody runs with their knife out most of the time, so it's like the skin you're gonna see the most. Minute 52. He's got to run all the way to the... I mean, maybe the extract on the road right here is available. I think it's got a 60% chance of being there, so we'll see if it pops up. He could get lucky and just get this easy extract. Otherwise, a minute and a half might not be enough to run all the way to the corner of the lobby. I wouldn't even stop for that. You got a minute and a half? Oh, a half a second wasted on that rock. Oh, I don't think I saw red smoke up there. Uh-oh. Wait, do I? I don't know. He's not looking at it long enough. Oh, no, there's red smoke. Okay. Well, he did get lucky this time, and he's going to make it out with just seconds to spare. But if this extract wasn't available, he would have had to have run all the way to the corner, and that would have been tragic. He's going to come out with 21 seconds to spare on this lobby. I think Ryan was about to run off and get more loot. But that should go ahead and wrap it up for our farm session.
All right. This is
not bad, not bad. Can't wait to see how these values turn out after this. If you guys haven't yet, make sure you hit the like button on the stream.
We made it out with 10 seconds or something like that.
That was crazy. 21 seconds left.
Screenshot.
What actually interesting a first little 30-minute heat there. We kind of knew that the loot on farm wasn't going to be too crazy. We're going to be going to armory next, so the loot will probably pop off there. And unfortunately, neither one of the teams really ran into crazy looted enemies or like crazy geared players either. As you can see, I mean, they did have a fair bit of PvP, but most of the time it was to people wearing level 3 armor with barely kitted AKs and stuff. So the player PvP loot there was not that crazy. Safe loot wasn't that crazy, except we did see SADE get that one UPS, which is a $55,000 item, I believe. And right before we walked away from this, SADE was only up by 17,000 coin right there. And that UPS might have locked in the for sure dub right there at the beginning of the farm. But yo, armory happens next. Anything can happen on armory, all right? You got way better loot. You got way better geared players. The minimum loot value for you to even join armory is 80,000 coin. And an 80,000 coin kit's a pretty decent kit. So the next 30 minutes we're going to have on armory, and that's where we're going to probably see the loot pop off. You got the best safes in the game there. So let's go check out the highlights from this 30-minute round and see, and then we'll go talk to the players. Wow, as we can see right there, SADE barely trailing ahead with a 29,000 Cohen lead there. Mitek and his team just barely undercutting the loot there. If only they would have maybe found... That's honestly like 1 or 2 items that could have changed the whole game there. But for the first 30-minute heat on farm, currently Team SADE with 504,000 total value. And then we have Team Mitek with 475,000 total value. Team SADE barely trailing ahead, but anything can happen on the next 30-minute heat on armory. The safes are amazing in there. Myself personally had a $2.5 million run. It's just one single run, 2.5 million Cohen the other day. So anything can happen in the next 30 minutes. Let's go ahead and look at the highlights of this round. See Mitek there getting in the first fight that we've seen. And these guys, as you can see, their recoil is on point. They only aim for heads. Honestly, SADE getting that UPS out of that safe was crazy loot. For farm? Crazy. 47, 37. Doesn't seem like either one of these players got over a $60,000 match. But collectively, the whole team, they did great. Nothing but headshots. Oh, I love that scope. Getting 2 headshot player kills. You love to see it. As you can see, most of the strategy here was loot, or spawn, run straight to motel, loot, run straight to extract. Spawn, straight to motel, loot, straight to extract. And honestly, that's probably the best strategy for farm. But you did see Team Mitek take a few different alternate routes, got a few different bit of loot. All right, now the next 30 minutes is on Armory, and things are going to be crazy here. You got the most hardest enemies in the fight to game. And we've got the next set of CD keys about to pop up on the screen right now, so make sure you guys are ready to screenshot them, grab them. They're only going to be up there for about 30 seconds, so you better get them quick. And if you go to the Events tab in the game and you go to the code redeem section, you can redeem the codes that are going to be up on the screen here in just a moment. So make sure you got the game open and you got the codes ready. Right down there below, you can see the codes. Screenshot them. They're only going to be up there for just a moment, so make sure you guys grab them up. There's going to be level 4 bullet packs, I think they are, for you guys to redeem. So we've got plenty of redeem codes coming up as well. If you don't get these ones, we're going to be doing some before and after each match. So if you don't get these ones, just wait around for the next one. But yeah, 30 minutes on Armory. You've got the hardest enemies in the game to fight. Not just bots, but as well as real players. And then you've got the best loot in the game as well. So we could see anything right here. Anything could happen. It could, honestly, the first 30 minutes on Armory could make it or break it for the entire competition. If somebody gets like a crazy $2 or $3 million loot haul and the other team doesn't, like, we could honestly see the winner right after this next 30 minutes, in my opinion. Anything could happen on the second 30-minute heat of Armory as well. But yeah, Armory coming up just soon. The team, they are getting everything ready. I'm sure they were both wearing like T6 and stuff, so I wouldn't assume that they're going to be doing any major equipment changes. But especially with the guns that you would take on farm, is probably the same gun that you would use on Armory, because sometimes we know that if you're gonna go on Valley versus going to Northridge, or you probably use different guns. So let's go ahead and hop up into the matches. Now, Armory is what everybody says is the hardest match to play. This is the hardest map. So, we see Mitek already up in there. Already in the Armory. That is crazy. 1 minute, 15 seconds into the 30-minute heat. He's already in here doing a surgery on his arm. Now, with SADE only being up by 29,000 Cohen, it literally could just be one single item. And then Team Mitek's in the lead, so. Looking like he got into an early fight there with some bots. With the militants. Sounding like he doesn't have to deal with the boss. I don't think the boss spawned for him, but he does maybe have. Oh, they had players coming up behind?
¿Muerto? No, muerto.
Oh, quick peek and a headshot.
¿Muerto uno?
He actually did change his gun too. Man's rocking an MK now.
Se está yendo, creo.
Get a quick flash out there.
Muerto, creo.
Quick stun. They GHO'd. He's got 2 bleeds. He's fine though.
Muerto ya. Este era el último.
He doesn't heal those bleeds quickly though. He is going to lose that arm and leg.
Encárguense ustedes la llave, yo looteo los players que maté aquí. Con esto me alcanza.
Some smoke grenades there. Now this is honestly this is a great start. That looks like maybe $70,000 FAL maybe. That was in that guy's hand.
No, looteé el de afuera que maté yo solo y maté otro dentro. O bueno, no sé si lo mataste tú.
SADE there making his way to the comms in the middle. Comms tower. Satellite. Everybody that's a rat loves to hang out here. Yep.
Próximo partido aseguremos según iniciar después.
¿Le puedes decir tú, David?
Ah, dice que... Okay.
No, que le diga.
Dile tú que literalmente iniciamos la partida mientras estaba el contador, lo que no hemos iniciado antes. Que no diga mamadas, Mary Wayne.
Ooh, back to SADE's POV. He's got to deal with the boss. Renor waiting for him. Now, if you peek that too long, you're going to catch a bullet to the face for sure. These bots do not mess around in here. Sounds like the teammates are handling him. Or actually, it looks like he already handled him because you've seen his Renor's armor is in his backpack. Honestly, by the look of SADE's backpack, at least, it looks like Mitek probably got more loot out of this one. At least the first match, there is 7 minutes left. So they've only used 7 minutes, which is pretty crazy, to be honest. To juice up the armory in 7 minutes, it's got to be a world record. Mitek there with another MK in his hand. Those things are not cheap.
Acá afuera. No, el mío, lo mismo. Si puedes tú venir aquí a la entrada, Alu. Chaleco tier 5 muy bueno, loco. Están allá, mira. Los disparos al fondo. ¿Lo tiraron todas las cajas fuertes? Absolutamente.
Yo, let me know in the comment section down below who do you guys think is winning.
¿Cómo así que me cayó? ¿Me la llevé, según? ¿La tengo aquí?
Traigo una MK14, no creo que sea tuya.
A ver, espérate. ¿Cuál es MK, loco?
No sé. ¿Es del tier 5, güey? ¿Qué dijiste?
¿Dónde?
Ahí afuera de la caja. Acá, güey, no.
Ah, ese no lo he looteado, huevón. ¿Verdad? Se me olvidó ese, loco. No. No.
¿Te la doy o la quieres que te la lleve? ¿Hay algo en rojo?
Uy, este tiene un BT, huevón. Este hay que llevárselo.
Sí, por eso te dije, güey.
Llévatelo. No, yo no lo looteé, loco.
Pero me lo llevo de última. Porque si no va a andar muy pesado y no me acuerdo.
Lo voy a bajar entonces. Este hay que llevárselo puesto sí o sí,
Armería, 35, ¿no? ¿O 40?
¿Qué cosa?
Armería, ¿cuánto tiene? Para saber el cálculo, para calcular tiempo. ¿O tú estás calculando
45, 35. No, pero igual ellos lo van diciendo.
Wow, Mitek's such a crazy player. He was able to take out another level 6 player.
Voy a ir bajando las cosas.
Mitek probably being one of the strongest Spanish-speaking content creators in all of Arena Breakout. You can check him out on Twitch if you want to watch his live streams. He does stream just about every single day on Twitch. So
aprovecha también de lootear todo lo de armería.
Estoy looteando.
Okay.
Mis muertos también los looteé.
A mí me falta. ¿Lo mataste tú al final, el que estaba adentro?
Sí, eran dos. Maté uno ahí entrando y otro ahí en el cuarto.
Ok. Yo tengo mi mochila arriba aún.
El rojo, lo que es rojo, sí hay...
Now I want to ask you guys in the comment sections, when you spawn in Armory, where's your go-to place to loot? Do you go inside the Armory or do you try to stay outside? And if you stay outside, where's your favorite area in the outside to loot?
El boss. Ahorita lo looteé el boss.
¿No lo han looteado el boss tampoco?
No, todavía.
Vale, pues tomemos esta partida con calma.
SADE there, looting up a whole bunch of ammo. Sometimes that's all you get. If you don't know, these bots, sometimes they have really good ammo that you should be looting. All right, man's gonna go ahead and get his first departure out of here. Let's go ahead and see how much he was worth. F2000 in the bag with a level 5 armor. That's probably at least 200k. Maybe 175k. The RPK buffer, the triangle grip. 7.62 suppressor. Probably sitting about 200k there. And then when you add in all that ammo, that's another. It's still probably about 3 or 400k, honestly, alone coming from SADE right now. And that's before you count in his teammates' loot. What a great player. SADE's amazing. Make sure you guys check him out on YouTube. He uploads loads of videos. He streams often. So definitely make sure you guys go subscribe to SADE's YouTube channel. Really well-skilled player.
Sí, yo probablemente haga lo mismo.
Sí, vamos a tener que hacer eso, güey.
Now, as you guys may not know, there's the trick of fitting open rigs into your backpack, because just because a rig, you know, may take up 12 slots, but it could have, you know, 16 slots inside the rig. So sometimes putting the open rig in your bag can give you more room to loot, as these players obviously know. SADE and Mitek both coming out with loads of loot right there. SADE, at least 300k, has to be at least 300k right there on that one.
All right, this is a good one.
Oh, you got 14 minutes left. 14 minutes left in this heat. 16 on the clock. Yo! 767k. I didn't even see what the biggest item was there. FAL, F2000, blast helmet. That's crazy. 767,000.
All right.
227,000 for the. Oh man, that was over $1 million for that team. Over 1.2 mil for that team.
No, tranquilo, lo arreglamos, no pasa nada.
With one teammate eliminated. I mean, they could have gotten more with that one teammate alive, but sometimes it's hard to survive in the armory.
Ahorita si puedes pasa por un M4 tú, Mysterion.
Va. Esa va a ser mi arma de secundaria. Déjalo abajo.
No,
perdón, la primaria.
O sea, vamos a dejar nuestras armas inclusive.
Loco.
Por eso, deja el arma para dejar mi arma. La huevada está que necesito... ¿Cómo va a ser con el tiempo para agarrar otra arma? Para la partida siguiente, ¿no?
Ahí tengo varios preparados.
Loco, qué asco, weón.
¿Qué dicen?
No, yo le escribí ahora.
Mitek getting a crazy amount of loot there. There's like so much loot he doesn't know what to get.
¿Qué pedo con eso, loco? O sea, literal, yo les dije 1,
And
2,
this
3,
is,
o sea, fui
you know,
contando esa
the
mierda.
lovely part of the game that we call Tetris. Like, it's like, what do you fit? You got to min-max amounts. Like, where do you put what?
Que lo digan y ya está, weón, pero no mames, loco. ¿Abriste rojo?
Sí, güey.
¿Y sacaste todo?
Yo lo abrí. Mira que hay un RPK, güey. Llévensela, güey. Esa madre vale, güey.
¿Un RPK? Me la llevo, me la pongo yo.
Y arriba hay dos M4 más, pero llévate. Aquí hay uno y aquí está el RPK.
Looks like they're going to go ahead and juice every single bullet from these bots. Now, they've taken 16 minutes for their first match here. If they don't get out soon,
Pero 30,000 apenas.
they might not have time for a second match. So, I mean, the strategy right here could possibly be to just have the best one match that you possibly can. It looks like that's the strategy they're taking, too. As you can see, they're just dumping piles of loot down there at the extract. I mean, Mitek's pretty smart. He knows what he's doing.
Ok, avisa cualquier cosa. Acuérdense que está todo abierto.
Va, yo estoy viendo.
Mejor quieren activar, güey.
Ese tier 6 que está tirado ahí, ¿es de ustedes? ¿Ustedes se lo van a poner?
Mitek looting up the red key there. Sometimes you get really good stuff on the wall. Sometimes you don't. Honestly, myself, I always look to see if there's an H4 on the wall.
De 45,000.
Yeah, I don't think Mitek will get a second run in here, taking 17 for his first one, but they're definitely going to go ahead and juice this one for all it's worth, which honestly might not be a bad strat there. He's looking at the M4 on the wall, kind of thinking, like, should he take it? Should he not take it? I mean, the gun itself is only worth like 30k, I think, and then when you add in those attachments, it's only like a $60,000 M4, taking up probably a lot of space and a lot of weight, so sometimes you got to think, like, what are you going to do, you know?
Ellos creo que sacaron una miscelánea. No, bueno, no estoy seguro.
No, de hecho no les fue tan bien,
Yeah,
güey.
look at all that loot there.
Escuchen, necesito el tiempo. Tenemos que activar antes de... Cuéntale 3 minutos antes de extraer.
Todo el día fue esta madre. Tenemos un chingo de tiempo todavía.
No, me refiero por... ¿No ves que son 30 minutos?
They have 12 minutes left, so he's got plenty of time. They all have plenty of time to figure out how to fit all of this into their backpack.
No, pues ya, yo creo, sí.
SADE pushing into the hole in the wall. He knows there's a team already inside. He's gonna peek it, looking around. He's an amazing player. So, I mean, as you guys know from his YouTube videos, he knows what he's doing for sure. And I mean, SADE's won many of these. Now that was close. As you can see, abdomen taken out, 2 arms taken out. Everything else is on red. Well, he was 1 bullet away from death right there, but he's just the better player. All right, now I believe SADE has plenty of time to get in here, grab these safes, and pull that extraction. Like, he could be getting a second match in. Now, I do want to remind everybody, it's not about multiple matches. It's about who gets the best match in that 30-minute time frame. So the best match that each one of these teams get, they're not counting like 2 matches together or anything. So it's not really beneficial to get in a second match, but if you can get a second match in that's better than your first match, then you know that could be your ticket to winning. If you're just tuning in, we are doing the Arena Breakout Golden Lion Legion's Rich Rivals today, English versus Espanol. We are on the first 30 minutes of Armory. We're gonna take a short break after this and then do 30 minutes of Farm and then 30 minutes of Armory again. But each member of each team has to submit a screenshot at the end of each match. The screenshots are getting counted up. And the team at the end of the stream with the most loot wins. All right, there's a $2,000 winning prize to the winning team, as well as an $800 prize to the losing team. I guess if you can call it a prize. But so everybody's walking away with something today. Everybody's walking away with something today. Mitek really trying to figure out what he's doing there. Coming out with... How much? With all that loot, that's got to be $1 million easy, right?
A ver, deja traducir directamente. Bueno, tenemos 10 minutos, hay mucho tiempo. Sí. No, pero...
As you can see, he spawned on that far back row too. Got one of the worst spawns you possibly could have gotten, and still had a pretty decent match. 695K coming from Mitek. Okay. Going back to SADE's point of view, man's rocking a thermal now. Looking like they did clear out a good portion of the armory. They're getting in there now. They got 7 minutes to grab the loot, 8 minutes to grab the loot and get out. SADE getting an MK14 off that player. That's a good chunk of change. Looking like he's going to start the strategy of emptying magazines again, getting all that A1 ammo in. Now, those bullets go up for approximately anywhere from 200 to 250 Cohen per bullet. So a stack of 60 is actually a big chunk of change when you add that all up. So it's worth it to go through every single militant and take all their ammo. Now, I think they hear players fighting outside that middle area, so... SADE's being a little hesitant. He's keeping his ear out for over there. Seeing if they're going to come in the side. I think he's going to wait for him. Yeah, here they come. Here they come. Stun out. The stun didn't affect him, so that's good. He keeps jumping to get some information there. Smart, smart, smart. The player with the most information normally wins the fight. Now, if you've never played Arena Breakout before, this is honestly the sweatiest place where you will find the sweatiest fights in the whole game currently. It's right here at these armory entrances. These are the craziest fights. If you want to download the game, you can use the link in the description down below. I encourage all of you to go check it out. You'll probably get addicted. It's a great game, most realistic game. But yeah, you find the most fights right here at these locked doors. All right, now SADE's got 4 minutes to get that loot out of there. If they don't pull the extraction switch in the next 50 seconds, there won't be enough time to leave because it's a 180-second timer. Oh, there's a player. There's 2 players. Oh, and he takes him out. SADE with the W, taking out the 2 players. Dillo wipe. Man got some headshots on both of them. You love to see it. Hopefully they've got enough time to loot, though. That's the thing is, like, they have to leave. They gotta go. I think he's gonna go check. Yep, he's good, he's good, he's good. They haven't started it yet. He's got time to loot. I thought maybe they perhaps had already started it, but he's gonna run back. He's gonna, I guess, check the loot. Get his FAL. I mean, you really just want to check the bag really quick and then grab whatever's good off the gun. Yo, let me see some love for SADE in the chat, boys. Let me see some love for SADE in the chat. If you guys don't know, he puts out loads of content on his YouTube channel, so you guys can go check him out there. The richest team at the end of the stream today wins. So these boys are just trying to get looted up as much as possible. Every single piece of loot counts. Every single teammate counts. At the end of each match, each team member has to submit a screenshot for all their loot to count. So it's a full team effort today. They got 2 minutes to get out of this. If he doesn't extract within this 2 minutes, this match isn't going to count, which will be very unfortunate. I think he took out like at least 5 players this match. SADE's pretty crazy. SADE's one of those players that has been playing since this game was even a twinkle in the dev's eyes. He was already playing the game, so he's pretty cracked. Looking like he's gonna make his way out towards the gas station to look for players. I think that's what he's doing. Sees a bot off in the distance. Yeah, both of these guys are live. If you want to go show them some love, you guys can head on over to Mitek. You can go to his Twitch channel. SADE, you can go to his YouTube channel. Definitely go check them out. Drop them some love on their channels. And, oh, he's going to no backpack extract. Now I see. And that's how he makes it out in time. 20. He's making it out with 16 seconds left to go. What? Oh, that's crazy. The timing on that. We are 10 minutes or 10 seconds left, rather, on this last bit, and he barely made it out. That's crazy. Now, as you can see in the bottom left-hand corner, it's looking like Team SADE's at 1.8 million. Team Mitek is at 475. I would be interested to see where Mitek's sitting after they count up everything. Team Mitek got to be sitting pretty high up on the leaderboard. 366,000 loot value for that match on SADE. Not bad. Not bad.
It could have been way better than this, but we didn't want to risk it, you know, guys.
Now, as I told you guys, that 30 minutes on Armory was probably going to change up the game immensely because there was super geared players to go up against. There was pretty good safe loot. So I can't wait to see after the production counts up all of the scores to see where the two teams are sitting at right now. And honestly, we were only 29K, 1,000 Cohen as a split between the two teams, but I don't know. It could go either way here because they both had really amazing matches. As you've seen on Mitek's match, he got in and he looted everything. There was no loot box that went untouched in that Armory. They looted up everything. They got one really, really good solid match in, and that might have been the strategy, honestly, just to juice up an entire match. That could have been the strategy. And then we've seen SADE get in consecutive matches. His first match having, I mean, we saw him count up the player screen. It was over 1.2 million Cohen for that first match for him. So honestly, amazing match. The second match where he got 366,000 and took the no backpack extract probably wasn't going to be better than the first run, honestly, because like he probably won't. There's no way. There's no possible way. So I mean, we can wait to see how Mitek's score adds up, but yo, crazy run for both of those two teams right there. We've seen SADE almost get taken out a couple of times as well. We'll see that, I'm sure, in the highlights or the recap. But next, we've got 30 minutes on Farm, where it's going to go back to, I mean, polar opposite, really, of Armory. The two maps, while they are kind of the same size, in a way, basically polar opposites on how you play them. So the next up, but we're going to take a short break after this. So we're going to check out the recap and then do a short break, and then we'll get into 30 minutes on Farm. But yeah, that was interesting to see. I told you guys that there was going to be way more loot, way more player fights. As you've seen, SADE had a player fight that had F2000 and MK14. That's a lot of money. Those guns, I don't know if you guys have ever kitted out those guns, but like your average MK14 build is going to run you at least 150K. And for the F2000, not so much, but still over 100K for sure. So, yo, they got super lucky that they went in there and had some good PvP fights, some good PvP loot. And you've seen SADE almost die right there. The last 5 minutes there, taking that duo fight on. And I don't think that second match is going to be really go towards his goal. But if it was, that fight could have made or break it, to be honest. So we're going to go ahead and look at a recap here in just a moment. But I want to ask you guys in the comment section down below, which player do you think did better on Armory? I do have the chats pulled up, and I can see what you guys think. I got the chats pulled up. Let's see what you guys think. Who won better right there? I'm sure most of you will probably say Mitek, because he had one crazy 30-minute run. He took the entire 30 minutes to make sure he juiced everything. But we won't know until we see those scores. We'll see them in just a moment. We'll see. Some of you are saying SADE. Okay. Some of you are saying Mitek. Okay. SADE one? We don't know yet. We don't know yet. All right, let's check out the highlights really quick and we'll see.
Chupen, huevón. Empecé justo, loco. De verdad que me...
Yeah, as you can see right here, these players had some pretty sweaty runs there. SADE looking down a hallway just filled with bodies. You gotta be careful with those stairwells too, because sometimes that's where I've died the most on this, is just getting shot in the leg by a bot. You can see the duo fight here that he almost lost. That guy was beaming him in the chest. His chest is straight red. If you lose your chest, you're done. You can't just fix your chest. Like, you're done. Honestly, some great highlights there. Some crazy moments those players had. Now, be ready. Here in just a moment, we're going to put some CD keys up on the screen where you guys can get some free loot and Arena Breakout. All you got to do is make sure you have the game opened up. If you haven't yet, make sure you download it with the link in the description down below. Go to the events section and have the code redeems area opened up. We're going to put out some codes on the screen in just a moment. Oh, as you can see, they're down right there. So go ahead and screenshot them. They're only going to be there for just a few, and then they're going to be gone. So make sure you screenshot them and then try to go enter in one at a time. Maybe you could be lucky enough to get yourself a free level 4 bullet pack. And level 4 bullets, that's like your 5.56 A1s. That's your SP6s. That's your BPs. So like, you know, you're kind of your mid-level ammo. Definitely make sure you go ahead and use the CD keys down below. Grab yourself some free bullets on Arena Breakout on the house, just for you guys. But yeah, we're going to be going to a short break here in just a moment after we get a recap in and see where the teams land, where the scores sit. All right, we're going to go ahead and go to break, and then when we get back from break, we'll go ahead and do the game recap. So everybody stay tuned, and we'll be back in just a few minutes.
Don't waste your breath. Shit.
The bastards came, guns blazing. And they expect us to bow down? This? What you're fighting for? Here's my answer. A bullet! I fight you tooth and nail! Are we gonna let them leave fully loaded? No! Let them come, if they dare, and pay with their lives! Let them see our anger! Feel our pride! Show them who Kimona really belongs to! fight for her until the end.
Hi everyone, I'm Yiming from the Arena Breakout team. Our primary goal for Arena Breakout is to deliver a highly immersive tactical shooter experience to hardcore fans of first-person shooter games. That is why one key principle for us has been the realistic depiction of the battlefield. Doesn't the sky in Arena Breakout look fantastic? This is because our engineers have used the volumetric cloud technology that reproduces the visual effects of light passing through the cloud. Apart from volumetric cloud, we've also tapped into several other graphic techniques, like the environment light mixture, to make the game even more realistic. You can be at the farm with the sun right overhead at noon, or watch the sunset at dusk in a shady spot in the forest. There's also the question of sound. In Arena Breakout, you must use sounds to determine the enemy's position and gain the upper hand, to create a more immersive experience. We've developed an audio visualization system that displays the location of sound relative to your position. When you are playing, a bigger audio pole and clear lines means the source of the sound is close to you. However, not all sounds can be detected by the system. Some sounds, including doors being opened by the enemy, looting a container, or opening a safe, won't be detected by this system. We want audio visualization to benefit mobile players and provide a comparable experience to what you will find in console and PC games, without sacrificing the importance of developing listening skills in the game. Weapons are another critical aspect of any shooter game. Each and every firearm in Arena Breakout has been designed to be true to life in terms of how they look, how they fire, and the modes available to them. You can mix and match over 700 weapon modes and apply your choices to more than 10 weapon slots to forge the weapon that works best for you. The combinations are nearly limitless. We all know that realistic gun feel matters greatly to tactical FPS players. This is why we've spent a lot of time figuring out the best ways to replicate how a firearm feels. Take weapon recoil, for instance. We broke it down into its components, such as shake, the lifting of the muzzle, the backward movement, and worked on this one by one in order to deliver a truly realistic recoil experience.
Wanna guess what's coming?
In Arena Breakout, the battlefield is full of variables and unknowns. This is a game that rewards taking risks. Win, you take everything. Lose, and you start from square one. This is a game of tactics and strategy, first of all. Even before you enter a match, you can shape your combat capabilities based on your preferences. Are you heading into the dark zone with all guns blazing? Or are you going to be the madman attempting to pull this off with nothing but a knife? Your choice of strategy will also determine the kind of game experience you have. You are free to make your own decisions based on the information you get. What kind of choices will you make under pressure? We've also taken great pains to make great maps. I will use the Farmland, a map most players should be familiar with, for an example. This is the first map we created for Arena Breakout to create a map that is full of interesting tactical space. We first laid out different zones in terms of value. We placed points of interest across the map to vary expected gains, risk, and travel time. These POIs also interact with each other to form the distinctive landscape of the farmland. A map like this makes for a highly dynamic and immersive experience as players engage in both a battle of skills and strategies. A battle that requires them to contend with the changes that occur in the field, and the emergent interactions between players with different skills and gear. I want to let you all know pre-registration for the game starts now worldwide, and we hope to officially launch in very near future. It's time to shoot and loot.
Arena Breakout is like literally the first proper true next-gen mobile first-person shooter.
Just overall, there's a lot of customability and just uniqueness that, like I said, we haven't seen in other types of shooters before.
What I like most about Arena Breakout is the healing system, how you're able to use painkillers, surgical kits, and adrenalines to treat yourself.
I'm an ex-military soldier, so being in that mindset again feels absolutely amazing.
It actually speaks a lot for how polished Arena Breakout is, because I don't play a lot of mobile games and stuff like that, and the fact that I was able to dive into this one of these, it was so comfortable.
And so just take that time to learn it all and just be patient with it, because you're not going to pick it up immediately, but once you do, it's going to be a blast.
Just go and play the game. You will die a lot, but that's how you learn things.
Take it a little bit slower than you would the other games, because like I said, it's high risk, high reward.
Welcome back, everybody. We just took a short break after our first 30 minutes on farm and 30 minutes on armory, and now we're about to hop back into another 30-minute heat on farm. We're going to go into a quick recap on what just happened on the last 30 minutes on armory. But if you're just tuning in, welcome to the Golden Lion Legion's Rich Rivals, where we have the Spanish creators versus the English creators today. And we're doing 4 30-minute heats. We've already done 2 of them, and now we're about to hop up into the next 2 30-minute heats. And here in the moment, we're going to get some CD keys up on the screen for you guys to get yourself some free level 4 bullet packs. And we're going to go over the recap of what happened last match. So we're going to go ahead and put up the CD keys on the screen right now. Make sure you go to the event section in game, go to the code redeem section, and screenshot these codes. Grab them up really quick, because they're going to be gone really quick. and get in there, get yourself some free bullet packs, get yourself some free bullets. And honestly, we don't really know where it's sitting as far as score-wise go. At least I don't. I mean, the production I'm sure does. But those last two runs on Armory for both of those teams were so neck and neck when it came to the loot that I can't just by watching just on like call it already. Like, who knows? We got to see the loot here in a second, but definitely make sure you guys grab these CD keys, go get yourself some free loot on Arena Breakout. And if you haven't yet, make sure you use the link in the description down below to download the game. This game's amazing. It's been out for a few months now, and it's everybody's favorite. All right, now let's talk about farm for a second. All right, farm. The only way for you to get a crazy amount of loot on farm, honestly, is you kind of have to run into an extremely kitted team. That's about the only way. The safes on farm don't have like the highest average when it comes to loot. So yeah, hopefully on the next 30 minutes, both of these teams run into some crazy kitted enemies and get some crazy matches in. And if you don't know, they have to basically, each team member has to submit a screenshot at the end of the match, and the team at the end of this stream with the most loot wins. So it's a pretty intense situation today, intense competition. So next 30 minutes on farm. As we've seen on the last 30 minutes of farm, the teams, they basically spawned in, went straight to the motel, got kitted, and got straight out. I think each team had about 3 minutes, I think they got about 3 matches. It was either 2 or 3 matches in on the last one. So they're averaging about 8 minutes per match. So if they can get in, get to the good loot, get out, I mean, you could get 4 runs in depending on how much time you have to take on the PvP fights. But hopefully they get some good spawns. I mean, the spawn that you want to get is the one right next to the motel, where you can get in there, unlock the doors, and get the good loot. Some of the times when they spawn at the edges of the map, like Grain Trade Center and whatnot, it takes them a while to get out to the loot and get to the other side of the map to extract. But right before we left from that, we did see that SADE was up by about 29,000 before they counted up the armory. And I think they have an issue going on with the scoring. So I think we're just going to hop into the next matches here in just a minute, and then we'll probably just go over the scores after that one. So yeah, we're going to hop into the next 30 minutes on farm here in just a moment. The players are getting kitted up right now. But I want to ask you guys in the comment section down below, minus the player fights that you have to take, all right? What is the best map that you like to go to loot items? Just to loot items, all right? No player fights, no player loot, all right? If you're just strictly looting items, if you could just go in, loot, and leave without having to fight anybody, what map would that be all day, every day, all right? Let me know in the comment section down below. For me, honestly, it's going to be Northridge. Northridge, so at the hotel, there's so many safes that you can loot. There's so many containers to open. You've got all of the different wings of the hotel to loot up. So, but let me know where you guys, I'm seeing some farm, all right? I'm seeing some Northridge. And honestly, oh, okay, more farm, Northridge. Okay. You guys are making me proud right now, okay? You guys are making me proud right now. A whole bunch of Northridge in the chat. Now, if I had to say what was my least favorite map to loot up on, I'd probably, I mean, and this is a crazy map for player fights, but probably Valley, just because like you do so much running to get like 1 or 2 pieces of loot. But those sniper fights on Valley are pretty crazy. But yeah, you guys are making me proud saying Northridge right now. We only got one guy saying, okay, now you guys are going to say Valley. Okay, now you guys are saying Valley. Okay. If you say farm, you're a bot. No, farm, honestly, if you play farm lockdown, you will find some crazy kitted players there, because farm is known as the PvP map. You would think it'd be armory, but it's actually farm's known as the PvP map. But yeah, we're going to hop into the next 30-minute heat here in just a moment. All of you are making me proud right now saying Northridge. Now, when you spawn in Northridge, they have the newest updates to the game where they've got the cable car station added as opposed to what used to be... I'm drawing a blank on what it used to be called. Valley is the best? Okay, if you guys say so. All right, we're going to go ahead and hop up into the next match here in just a moment, boys. Let me know who you guys think is winning right now. SADE or Mitek? Let me know in the comment section down below. Spam the name. SADE or Mitek, boys. Oh, it was the observation deck. That's right. That's right. I never went there. It's called the observation deck. All right, back into the farm. We got Mitek with the thermals. Mitek streams on Twitch. Make sure you guys go check him out. Go follow his Twitch channel. Observation deck. Yeah, I never went there. Yeah, that's right. I never went there. Yeah, I couldn't remember. All right, so Mitek spawning in. Just gonna go ahead and hit that. Hit the stimulant so he can run forever. Hit that red stim. Everybody likes a good stamina stimulant. He spawned a grain trade. I don't think they're fighting, so he's gonna go ahead and start making his way towards the motel. Popping a painkiller. A lot of people pop painkillers at the beginning of the match just to make sure, and they keep them popped so that in case they get a broken limb, it doesn't really affect them too bad. So kind of a little pro tip to take from Mitek. If you haven't already taken the pro tip, or you aren't already doing this, definitely staying pain-killed the entire time is your best friend, but also make sure you bring in plenty of water too, because you're gonna need to hydrate a lot. Valley blessed me with the most reds this season. Oh, you've just got the luck, Disgusting. You just got the luck, bro. You got the luck. I did get a good H4 off of the boss's minions the other day, so I mean, you're not wrong. You're not wrong. All right, checking in with SADE. He got that lucky spawn that we were talking about, where you basically spawn right behind the motel. They're gonna whole team sprinting on over. You can see Ryan sprinting over, creator SADE sprinting over. Ryan is another really cracked mobile gamer. I've known him from other games as well. And he's been putting out a lot of Arena Breakout content on his new Arena Breakout channel. If you guys aren't already subbed up to Ryan's Arena Breakout channel, RION, definitely check this man out. He's been a friend of mine for a long time. Me and him have done mini collabs on other games, so be interesting to see him as at the head of one of these Golden Lion Legions one of these weeks. But we see SADE hopping in there. Look at the flashlight doing its job too. Dark hallways, checking him with the flashlight. That flashlight's one of the newest additions in Season 2. If you aren't already using it, I see a lot of players using it, and I think it's the meta. In close quarters, like combats, anything within 10 meters, that flashlight's gonna blind you for a second. Once you know, if it gets flashed at you at the beginning of a fight, it's kind of hard to see your enemy when you're shooting at him. That spawn is so broke. The one right behind motel. Yeah, it's crazy. It's the best for sure. All right. Man got himself a gold lion. That's cracked. Let's go, SADE. I didn't want to freak out too hard. I wanted to see his reaction. Oh, one big item in this long weapon case? What is that? That's got to be... Oh, I was thinking it was an H4. Gold lion, though? Let's go. Honestly, that might make or break the whole competition right now, because if Mitek doesn't find something equally as cracked right here, SADE is for sure going to blow past him right here on this farm run. Now the question is, does SADE stay in for the whole 30 minutes now and just make the best out of this one run that he possibly can? Let's go. W SADE in the chat for that gold lion, though. What are the odds of finding a GG red item in the middle of a Golden Lion Legions tournament? Like, that is crazy. Honestly, a game changer. You can see Mitek right now grabbing just about everything that you possibly can. Mitek runs the strat of grabbing everything and then just replacing it with more expensive items down the road, which honestly is a good strat. You can see SADE's going to go ahead and take off. Look, yeah, he looked like he's taking off towards the extract already. Now, if you're looking in the bottom left-hand corner, it does look like Mitek is down by a lot of points, but they just haven't correctly scored his points from the last match. So keep that in mind when you're looking in the bottom left and you're like, wow, Mitek's losing. We don't know where he's sitting at right now. All we know is SADE is at 2.2 million. We do know that. Imagine one of them finds a secret document. Yo, it is game over if somebody finds a secret document. Like, honestly, though, on a scale, like, what is, like, the odds of a secret document dropping are already super high. And then when you add on the factor of it happening in these specific 30-minute intervals, you are actually talking 1 in a trillion odds. Yeah, SADE makes plenty of YouTube videos, PvP tips and tricks. He shows off all of his good runs and stuff on his YouTube channel, so make sure you guys go to YouTube, search SADE, drop him a subscription. It's free. Go drop him a subscription on YouTube. He's getting close to 100K. He's got that gold lion, and he's just getting at. Oh, we got a little drop. We got a little drop. Could be crazy. Could be crazy. Could be a target mod. Could be a T7. Oh, full drop, full drop, full drop. What's it gonna be? MP5? Oh, the face shield. That's like another 55,000 right there. Nice. No, well, like 30 to 50, I think. 30 to 50K right there. A little extra. Not bad. You can get some crazy stuff out of those airdrops. I know you probably are like, wow, why do I always get level 2 stuff out of here? You can get some crazy stuff out of those. Alright, Mitek and SADE both making their way to extract, it looks like. We didn't see Mitek get anything super crazy. All we saw was SADE's gold lion. How much is it gonna be? A little over $500,000 run, not bad. Mitek getting out as well. 52K. See, that golden lion, like I said, is probably gonna win the whole competition. But we'll see. There's still 20 minutes on this second farm heat, so Mitek still got a chance to get in there and get some golden lions. They're both opening the big keys, so. Not bad, not bad. All right, these guys got to get readied up super quickly and get back into a match. You don't want to waste any time in the lobby here. You really, really don't. If there's any other content creators you guys are looking for, if you simply just search Million Loot on YouTube, TikTok, you can find all sorts of other content creators from Arena Breakout that are streaming this game right now as well. You got Kiwi, you got Poker Bro, Linden, Beam, another really cracked player. You got Semivan, Hyperkind. And then from the Spanish side, you got Bardo, Hispada, Six Kratos, and Chan. There's loads of people streaming Arena Breakout right now. If you go to the search bar and type in Million Loot, you can find many other great Arena Breakout content creators. And who knows, you might find your favorite. Maybe you don't have a favorite yet. You might find your favorite. You just got to search around a little bit. Each one of these players today, they had to extract with 1 million value to get to where they are today. So these are definitely some cracked players. They know what they're doing. You're looking at the best of the best right now. Each one of them a content creator. So go search them each up on the YouTube, on TikTok, anywhere you watch content. SADE getting into his second match. 18 minutes left on the clock. Like I said, it's approximately like 8 to 9 minutes per match, so they can get in, 2 or 3 more. I don't think SADE's beating the Gold Lion, though. I think, let's be real, chat. That's probably the best run he's going to get. All right, popping those painkillers like we were talking about. Pro strats. Man gets another cracked spawn, basically right behind the hotel again. What is SADE's luck today? Yo, 1,000 luck. That is crazy. Chat, when did you ever get back-to-back right behind the motel spawns, huh? Me? I can't even remember the last time. All right, well, another chance at another great match here. He's going to get into the motel. He's going to run up there, loot that key. Now, this guy's luck is crazy. Opening up. Let's see what he gets. Nothing on the table. There could be stuff really good on the table, too, so you always have to check the table. Calm coin. All right, buddy. Honestly, not the craziest gun attachments. Still a, decent little 15, 20K there. SKS suppressor, that's literally 1,000. And I know that too, because I always mistakenly pick those up. They're not worth the 2 slaughters. But yo, diamond ring coming in there for SADE. You'll love to see it. He can finally go propose to his girlfriend and get married now. And Arena Breakout, of course. Mitek also making his way to the motel. The man has kept the thermals on the face the whole night.
Sí. No mames, una cuerda me sale.
¿Te va a abrir 201, Mr. N?
Low Uzi. What's that safe got? What's that safe got? Imagine secret document. Oh! Documento secreto! That's not a secret document. Oh, that's like a intelligence folder, I think.
Estaría cagado de risa.
Imagine.
Basta con el spam de que te maté ya, lo que sí, ya me di cuenta que estaba intentando emparejar, pero ya, Erwin.
Bro got a secret document! If you're just tuning in, the score is down in the bottom left-hand corner. SADE score, Team SADE score is up to date, but Team Mitek score hasn't been added from the last 30-minute heat. So the score in the left-hand corner is not accurate right now. Mitek got the poor man secret doc. All right, let's see what he gets out of this one. Oh, man. The game's teasing him right now. He got the print version. Yeah, that's what it is, huh? It's not the digital copy, brother. The digital copy is worth millions. You just got the paper. Oh! What is this? But why is there so many militants right there? That must be one of the new events that I haven't seen in the game. Man just rolls up on a road full of militants. What's that, like some patrols or something? Imagine that was all players. He might get the loot to win if it was players. SADE checking the airdrop. Here we go. Let's see what he gets from it this time. Yeah, not so cracked on that one. But I mean, honestly, he's not gonna do any better than he did on his first match. There's just no way. I mean, there's a way, but it's just the likelihood of it happening. All right, headed to the extract. 12 minutes left. Yeah, make sure you guys subscribe to SADE's YouTube channel. Definitely as well go over to Twitch and follow Mitek's Twitch channel. Both of these content creators make loads of content and are live right now, so definitely check them out. And if you're watching on Arena Breakout's YouTube channel, they're also live on their Facebook page. If you want to go drop them some love on their Facebook page, just search up Arena Breakout while you're in the act of following and subscribing. All right, SADE getting out on his second run. If he's pretty quick in the lobby, he's definitely got enough time to go through one more time. Could get a secret document. You never know. They also could maybe take out players that got thermals or something crazy. You never know. If they get some crazy player PvP fight loot, like it could pop. Oh, Mitek on his way to the extract as well. I think he's just looking around for enemies. I don't know. I thought he was about to loot the drop, but he sees the white foot markers. I think he's okay. Well, militant. Yo, chat, let me know in the comment section if when you spawn in farm, where is your favorite place to go loot? Me, myself, I honestly, besides looting the motel, I honestly like looting Grain Trade Center. When I spawn Grain Trade Center, I'm really happy. I know it's the sweatiest spawn, but it's also like where you literally spawn at a mountain of loot. So, your favorite place is the barn? Okay, okay.
Loco, ahora me pusieron, quedan 15 minutos para que termine el mapa de
All right, Mitek hopping out of here.
Lo ponen en español, loco. No va a vender.
He looking pretty happy. I think he felt pretty good about that match.
Gracias por tanto, weón.
Spawn, hotel, extract. Let's see how much loot he made it out with his secret document. His paper form, of course. 39,000 Cohen added to the total there. Oh, man. And his whole team died, too. Oh, no, that was a different raid. All right, so looking like so far, that one was the best one that he had. The first one, I mean. The one that we just saw that he popped up on the screen. All right, SADE's team hopping into another match now. They got 9.5 minutes left. They can definitely, I mean, we know they can definitely get this done in 9.5 minutes. Alright, he's gonna make his way down the road. Head towards the hotel. Or motel, excuse me. Sorry, I'm thinking about Northridge. Definitely gonna have to get online and play some Northridge after this. Watching these guys play has really made me want to play right now. I got some new augmented reality goggles that I've been testing out playing the game with. It's pretty crazy. But yeah, anyways, that's besides the point. We see SADE pulling up to the back of the motel there. Checking it real quick. Now, I find it crazy that none of these guys have had to go across the boss yet. And that just maybe because maybe they changed the boss's spawn rates in non-lockdown farm, but... Alright, let's see. Digital safe. What is SADE popping out? Imagine double gold lion. Nope. Oh, dude, I thought that was going to be a vase or something. Alright, typewriter, WW, little 50k. SADE with all of the safe loot today. All the safe luck. Mitek needs to get a little bit of that safe luck. Long weapon case. Long weapon case. What is he gonna get? Oh. You know when it's just two little boxes, you're like, ugh. He's gonna check some jackets too. If you guys don't know, any of the clothing items in this game can spawn some of the best items. So we're talking like the $800,000 keys. Any key in the game can spawn in a jacket. You can even get a secret document out of a jacket. So if you've been walking past jackets, you've probably been walking past millions of dollars worth of loot, and SADE knows that. You know, the pro YouTuber that he is. He knows it, and he stops and he checks them all. I'm sure all of you are subscribed to SADE's YouTube channel, so... As you guys know, this man does not upload a video unless it has a gold lion in it or something. His luck's insane. Here's a player. Oh, little ungeared Timmy. Is he gonna knife him? If he knifes this guy... Knife him! Oh, he almost got barrel stuffed. Imagine. Unfortunate player had to run into this sweat squad while they're in the middle of a competition. What an unfortunate player. SADE making his way over to the villa. Probably going to pop this key open too. You guys don't know, the second floor up here has a locked door. It's a pretty cheap door too. It's actually not that expensive to pop this door open.
Looking for trouble.
All right, unlocking the door. This could be the make it or break it. If he gets a gold lion right here, plus that typewriter he already has, this will break the first run. But he gets a cable. Oh, wait, no, that was the computer he was looting. My bad. Now the safe. I was like, how did he get a cable out of a... Okay, makes sense now. He got a camera out of the safe.
Come on.
All right, Mitek making his way back into the motel on his second run. Or third run, excuse me, I think. He's only got 3.5 minutes too, so this bro literally has to loot these safes and bounce. He's gonna open up the first electronic safe. What's the digital dash got? And it is auxiliary cables. Ba-na-ba-na. And a paracord. Or safety cord or... Mitek is just having the worst luck today.
No va a salir tampoco. Puro morado.
But there still is 30 more minutes on Armory after this, and that could still be the make it or break it. I know it shows down there in the corner that SADE's at 3.1 and Mitek's only at 8.5 or 859,000, excuse me. But honestly, if his whole team has a cracked run on Armory, whereas SADE team doesn't, then it could pop off. They could turn the tables there. SADE hopping out. There's only 2.5 minutes left. The likelihood of one of these teams hopping back into a match after they get out, probably not gonna happen. I don't think SADE's hopping into another match. 72K, definitely gonna take it on that first run with the golden lion that he got. And like Mitek making his way to the extract right now. He's gonna go past the greenhouse. There could still be a secret document happening in this tournament, and then it pops off. So.
Nos queda un minuto, loco. Capaz no alcanzamos.
No sé, güey. A lo mejor añaden 3 minutos como SADE.
So honestly, pretty underwhelming match for Mitek here, I think, again, as we've seen his loot. Wasn't looking too crazy there. SADE with a little 72K, a little slight 72K, 15, 17. So not, yeah, definitely, they're definitely taking the first run on this heat. Looks like SADE was leaning into the computer screen, counting his chickens. Probably.
Right. We got some good matches in front of online with the golden lion and everything.
He knows he's got some good matches.
Just decent.
He just came out with the... Oh, yeah, there's a typewriter at the bottom. I forgot about that. A little 52K. See, I know my stuff. Sometimes. All right, I haven't asked you guys at all this in the last 30 minutes. And maybe some people's minds have changed, but who are you rooting for, chat? SADE or Mitek? Dude, it's still anybody's game. They still have 30 more minutes on Armory. It's still anybody's game. I'm telling you, Mitek could get a secret document. SADE could just straight die for 30 minutes and Mitek's team just pop off. Like,
tienen que mandar todo. 30 segundos. ¿Alcanzan?
and that wraps it for the second 30-minute heat on farm. Did I just see that Mitek had 33 million Cohen? Oh my gosh. Well, unlike the first heat of farm that we've seen, this second heat of farm was absolutely crazy with SADE popping off, finding a gold lion right there. And if you think about the odds of that, finding a gold lion on non-lockdown farm is like 1 in a million. So the fact that it happened in a tournament, pretty cracked. Mitek not having such great luck, honestly. He's not been having such great luck this whole tournament. Everything he opens up is either just $5,000 item here and there. But SADE has just been absolutely popping off. We have 30 more minutes on Armory coming up. And like I said, it's still anybody's game. I had a $2.5 million run the other day on Armory. So Mitek could do that right now and catch right back up to SADE easily. We'll do a recap here in just a moment to try to kind of go over the scores and see where everybody is. I know you guys were looking in the bottom left most of that time, and you think those are the most accurate scores, but hey, I'm pretty sure they're not. And we'll see them in just a moment. But yeah, so it's going to be pretty crazy to see where those scores end up. We did see SADE getting that golden lion. So since Mitek didn't really have any crazy run, SADE probably just pulled ahead at least $500,000 this 30 minutes. So let's go ahead and check out the recap. Yep, Mitek with 424,000 after that match for that 30 minutes. And then SADE's team with their best run, making it at 1.3 million. So as you can tell already, SADE pulled ahead by 900,000 Cohen in this 130-minute heat on farm. So he got a golden lion that one match. I wonder what else the rest of the team got. They got 1.3 million. That's crazy. Somebody else must have had a $500,000 item. Not looking so good for Team Mitek, and hopefully they can pull through on this next armory. Now let's check out some highlights here. As you can see the gold lion there in the bottom of his backpack. I almost wanted to scream when he got that, but I wanted to see his reaction. Man making it out was an excellent raid there. I wish I could have seen what the rest of his team got. And then the best run that Mitek got with the 52k. And really, on farm, it's just about spawning, going to the motel, and looting up. The secret document that we seen him get. Paper form, of course, the paper form. Also known as the intelligence folder. And then when Mitek came over the hill and seen a sea of militants, oh, that was crazy. That was honestly the highlight of the match for me, for Mitek. And then we see Mitek's second match. SADE messing around with that Timmy right there, got barrel stuffed. If that Timmy honestly would have shot him in the legs, he probably could have gotten taken out. No way headshots would have taken him out. All right, now we're going to be going into our next 30-minute on Armory here in just a moment. It's going to be the last 30-minute heat of today's competition. And really quickly, I want to thank everybody for tuning in. We're going to have some CD keys up on the screen here in just a minute for you guys to get yourself some free level 4 bullet packs. So be ready to screenshot and grab the codes here in just a moment. And make sure you have the events section opened up in the game and ready to redeem those codes. We're going to put them up in just a moment. But yo, crazy match for SADE right there. His team pulling through with an extra 900k more than Mitek's team. That's massive. I wonder if somebody else got a gold lion, or maybe somebody found a vase or a teapot on there. Maybe if somebody in the comment section was watching one of their streams, maybe you guys could tell me what SADE's team got. But that was a pretty intense farm for SADE. All right, we got the redeem codes up on the screen. Make sure you guys grab them really quick. They're only going to be there for 30 seconds, so make sure you grab them up. Don't let them go to waste. I'm sure they won't. But yeah, four level 4 bullet packs waiting for you guys, right there. So on the next, it's the unsecret document. Is that what you guys call it? On the next 30 minutes, we're gonna be doing Armory again. And like I said, if somebody finds a secret document, or SADE's team just has a hard time and gets taken out the whole time, Mitek's team honestly could pull through. So maybe his luck will turn around here in the last 30 minutes. Teams right now are getting ready. They're gearing up. They're putting all their best ammo on, all their level 6. I'm sure they're not going to go in. Imagine SADE goes in with level 1, like an ego. That would be funny. But I'm sure he's going to go in level 6. But yeah, make sure you guys grab these CD codes up. Okay, so I want to ask you guys in the chat, who do you think's taking this next 30 minutes? Now, not the whole competition total, but just the next 30 minutes. Who's going to win, SADE or Mitek? Let me know in the comment section below. Spam it, hashtag it, everything. And if you guys want to watch some other cool content creators, you can also search the word million loot in the search bar on any one of the platforms that you're watching on. And go watch some other great, amazing Arena Breakout content creators. There's loads of them. You've got Kiwi, you've got Beam, Simivan, Hyperkind, you've got me. You could probably find me. You got Linden. If you're a Spanish-speaking Arena Breakout fan, you can find Bardot, Espada, Six Kratos, and Chan Chan as well. And Mitek and SADE, they also create content. SADE on YouTube, Mitek on Twitch. Make sure you guys go sub up, follow up to them. You could watch their point of views the entire time if you wanted to from their channels. But yeah, the next 30 minutes on Armory, I'm seeing a lot of you saying Mitek in the chat. So a lot of you are rooting for the underdog right now. I love to see that. I love to see that. You know, the Arena Breakout community is so loving, and you know, we always root for the underdog here. So yeah, I'm seeing a lot of Mitek in the chat. Mitek has 31.5 million Cohen. Yeah, that's crazy. How many people have over 30 million Cohen in the chat? You know? But yeah, so next 30 minutes on Armory, we're gonna be getting into it in just a moment. And this is going to be the make it or break it. If SADE gets a secret document, if Mitek gets a secret document, it is absolute GG's. But well, only time will tell. We'll have to see here in just a minute. I'm still seeing a lot of you spamming Mitek in the chat. You guys really think Mitek's going to win this next 30 minutes, huh? If you haven't yet, make sure you download Arena Breakout with the link in the description down below. This game's been out for about 3.5 months now, 4 months, 3.5 months. It's available on Android and iOS. It is a extraction looter shooter that you can pull out of your pocket and play at any time. You can get it on your phone, get it on your tablet. And basically, if you haven't played this game yet, when you first start the game, you kit your character out, you go into a match, you loot up, you take out players, and you try to extract with more loot than what you brought in with. And that's basically the name of the game. Shoot, loot, extract. Let's hop up into the next 30 minutes. Back to Armory. We got SADE doing his thing. Man's headed towards the hole in the wall. SADE's going to go ahead and check the player spawn that's up there on the cliff. You always want to be wary of that player spawn. Sometimes they spawn there in front of you, sometimes they don't. And we don't know, maybe they did spawn in front of SADE and are already inside, so we're going to find out here in a moment. You see Ryan kind of playing a little bit safe ahead of him, not rushing straight in, so I'm seeing some footstep indicators, some shots popping off. Okay, so some people are definitely already up inside of there. Plenty of smokes going out. They were really making sure that the enemies through that door can't see them. GHO going out. Teammates pushing. SADE somehow didn't take a single bit of damage from that GHO. The offensive GHO grenades, if you guys don't know, they do damage through structures, so... There we go. Man's finally getting up inside of there. Looked like a decent gun on that guy. There's definitely still more players already inside of Armory from the other side, though, so they have to play this carefully. SADE's gonna peek it. Ooh! Almost lost his legs there. No, unfortunate. Unfortunately, SADE, as you just seen, eliminated. Very unfortunate. Let's hope the rest of his team can get some crazy loot here. Switch over to Mitek's point of view. I'm a low level 4 helmet, level 5 vest. Not a whole lot of loot going on this player.
Sí, tenemos que hacerla muy bien. Como esta, loco, así de clean. Si tienen AK-102, si tienen FAL, si tienen RPK, todos esos bots lootenlo.
If you guys want to go watch Mitek's point of view, he's also live on Twitch. You guys can go sub up to him on Twitch, follow up. Does it count if SADE dies? No, they have to extract with the loot for it to count, my friend. So if they don't extract, they can't count it, unfortunately. So like, even if he got a secret document, if he doesn't extract with it, if he died with it in his lockbox, it wouldn't count. They have to extract.
Sí, estoy sacando todo, loco.
SADE's teammates can still come out. Yeah. Is that the strat though? Are they going to try to come out with more loot, or are they just going to extract immediately and try to get SADE up in there? Because now, if you think about it, you're only coming out with 3 backpacks worth of loot instead of 4. So is it a smarter plan to get the 4th backpack back in there, or you know, it's like what's the call? What do you do? Do you tell your team to immediately extract? What do you do?
Está piola, está chill.
This could be where Mitek's team pulls through.
Minuto 20.
Do they count the teammates' loot? Yes. Yo, me and Mitek just took a drink at the same time. That's funny. Crazy. All right, he's extracting already. 8 minutes into this match, this man's extracting. That's crazy. I think he's sitting on, him alone sitting on like 150k worth of loot. We'll have to see at the end screen, but SADE getting back into the next match soon.
No, hay gente.
No, hay player, sí, hay player.
Ooh, players? I think he said players.
Desde lejos para salir, huevón. Se fueron al fondo, creo que se fueron al fondo. ¿Cuánto tiempo queda?
20 segundos, 30 segundos.
Ooh.
Tienes que entrar.
20 seconds. Players incoming. He's going to go ahead and smoke up. Smoke up and gas up. That's a smart plan. 10 more seconds.
10 escopetas, tranqui. No se salgan. Cuidado.
2, 1, and he's out of there. It's always a sweaty feeling knowing that there's a team pushing you, especially in the middle of a tournament. All right, let's see what Mitek made it out with. The whole team got out, so we'll see. A little 200 and something K, 226, I think I saw. I like how he goes to the whole team's, like, the match history. Maybe he'll show us. I like to see what the whole team gets. But as you can see there, he's fast on the rekit there, clearing out the bag, getting the extra weapon off, reloading the magazines, grabbing the throwables. The quick equip buttons make that super easy. If you guys aren't already utilizing those quick equip buttons, make sure you are. Don't be the guy that takes 20 minutes in the lobby, okay? And Mitek right here is giving you an example of how that's not done. So you're good to go. Grabbing some stems. Yo, be honest, chat. How many sets of stems do you bring per match? 2? 3? Are you the guy that brings 5 string stems? How many stems do you bring? Me, myself, I'm gonna be honest. I bring 2 red, 2 blue, and I call it a day. I use 2 at the beginning, 2 at the end. But I do know, dude, I kill some of you guys, and I open up your bags, and for some reason you have like 7 blue stems. Like, you needed to be strength up for the next 2 hours in the match? Like, I'm so confused. Yeah, let me know. What do you guys? How many do you guys bring? All right, SADE is back into the match. Got back in pretty quickly. Oh no, he's spectating. Excuse me. I see it in the corner there. I thought that was him playing. All right, so he is going to go ahead and just let his teammates loot up. And honestly, he doesn't really have to worry too much. He is far, far ahead of Mitek. 1.5 million ahead. So even if, I mean, Mitek really has to pop off right here. I'm pretty sure the corner scores are the most official right now, the most up to date. So. Seven blue stamina is just an addiction. I'm kind of proud. Most of you guys just said 2. So we're good on that. Yo, one final time. Let me know in the comment section, Team SADE or Team Mitek. Who are you rooting for today? There we go. Mitek getting into his second match. Honestly, this is a good spawn for them because if there's a team ahead of them, they're like already guaranteed player loot and getting armory loot. So hopefully there's a super level 6'd out kitted team ahead of them. We'll see. We'll see. Mitek, a great player. I watch him often on Twitch, actually. Even though I don't speak Spanish, I think we can all speak the same language of video games, right? So I don't need to understand his language to be able to appreciate his gameplay. There we're gonna open the 60-second switch there. People like to call that red door switch. Honestly, Mitek might pull through. That's what I'm thinking. He could because Team SADE's only getting out with 3 backpacks worth of loot, and this team's coming out with 4 backpacks. So I think Team SADE's gonna have a second run on here though, so they'll probably get a second chance. We'll see. If you guys haven't yet, make sure you hit the like button on the stream. Head over to the official Arena Breakout streams on Facebook and YouTube as well, and subscribe up. The Arena Breakout YouTube channel just recently broke 200,000 subscribers, so big congratulations to them. If you aren't already subbed up to the Arena Breakout YouTube channel or Facebook page, just go to the search bar and search Arena Breakout and go drop their pages and channels a sub. They put out loads of content. I think they're the video game that I've seen put out the most content about their game. I haven't seen any other dev put out regular content like they do. Whether it be content creator tournaments or whatnot, you know? And Mitek getting into the armory. They're fighting the bots there. The Scar L bots.
Vayan. ¿Abrieron? Simplemente looten. Yo cubro. ¿Es uno? Momentáneamente es uno.
I'm supposed to be a king. To bring the land and the sea together.
Things don't always go as planned.
Holy crap. Man's are stronger than before.
I never draw this blade unless it's gonna taste
Very interesting movie that I'm sure I'll see in the future. All right, I think they're having a technical problem in the background chat, so you guys got me for a moment. As you guys can see there, they're having a little bit of technical difficulties, but we've seen so far that SADE's team made it out with a little bit of loot. Hopefully, they only got 3 backpacks worth, so it's probably not as much as they wanted to. SADE getting taken out early there to a PvP fight. We do have Mitek's whole team getting out with all of their backpacks full, so hopefully, maybe Mitek pulls through. We don't know. We're gonna find out here soon. I know a lot of you would love to see Mitek win. I know most of you probably, I mean, this is, I think, the biggest view count I've ever seen on an Arena Breakout Golden Lion Legends tournament. And I would assume that it's a lot of Mitek fans here. And, maybe he's the underdog and he pulls through right here. He just got into his second match. They're heading into the Armory. So we'll go ahead and get back into the gameplay here in just a moment.
¿No queda uno?
Still fighting those bots there on the inside of the Armory.
Ya. Fíjate el tanque tuvo, Misteren. Yo maté al otro.
Oh, wait, no, I think they fought a team. I think a team probably is coming in behind.
Ahora vamos. Abrieron todas las llaves, todas las cajas fuertes.
Yo abrí las 2 cajas fuertes de abajo, güey. Pero no salió nada. Sí nos da tiempo para una tercera y hasta una cuarta si nos apresuramos.
¿Alguien tiene espacio para un arma?
Yo, güey. ¿Quieres que te lleve la tuya?
Una escarele. No. La de aquí.
Not bad for the player loot going on here. You see a decked out Scar L. I mean, you don't... A Scar L stock already comes with most attachments. I mean, you really only put a muzzle and a underbarrel on there, but...
¿Viene algo o no? ¿Vienes?
Not bad loot so far.
Que si te lleva la escarele, huevón. Sí.
Now, the strategy Mitek's taking by... I mean, I guess his teammate could be looting the safes too, but it seems like he's taking a lot of time to really sift through the player loot and try to juice it for all it's worth. Which may or may not pan out in the end. The rest of his team, I'm sure, is looting all the other good stuff, though. Let's see, he's going to run downstairs. And he's going to head towards the extract. Hopefully him and his team got up a whole bunch there. He's got a lot to make up for. While Mitek is extracting, now's a good time to head on over to Twitch and drop his channel follow on Twitch. Man pulls in a lot of views. Probably the biggest content creator in the community as far as Spanish speaking goes. So definitely go drop him a follow on his Twitch channel. 20 seconds, he's gonna make it out with. There's 11 minutes left in. Chat, do you guys think he can make it in and out? Still, like, you think he got time for one more?
¿Cuánto tiempo queda? ¿Como 15?
Quedan 11 minutos. Y nos da para otra más, güey. Pero esa también tiene que ser súper rápida, güey, ¿sabes?
Let's see. What did he make it out with? He could still have time for one more, I think. The fact that they made it in and out that quick tells me that the safe loot probably wasn't that good. A little 183,000. Oh, you guys do think he's got time? I guess. He's got to be quick on the lobby here, though. He needs to be in the next match in the next minute and a half. You never know with an armory match how much time it might take, because if they have to take a long PvP fight there at the beginning, like, that could kill the whole lobby for them. We'll see. Maybe it's an easy one.
Ya estoy, ¿eh? Ten cuidado porque hemos tenido suerte de que las partidas no hayan durado tanto, loco.
Man's making sure he's got everything. Look at all those M61s, M62s. He does not mess around with M80s. M80s is bot ammo for him.
Loco, de haber sabido, weón. Me saco captura y lo mando.
Back to SADE's point of view, they're matching up again. They definitely have time if they can get in soon, because I know SADE's team, they they're on a mission. We've seen them get in and out of a match in 7 minutes completely looted. So if Mitek gets in, he might have time for one last match, but I mean, they have to have a crazy run with a $1.5 million difference in between the two. Oh, there we go. SADE's team getting to a match right now. Hopefully they get red door spawn. No enemies. They just get in there, fight, loot up. Both teams matching up right now.
Mysterion los dos de abajo.
What are the possibilities they're in the same lobby?
Ya, te vi las dos de abajo entonces. Tienen las dos de abajo, ¿verdad? Yo no abro ninguna caja fuerte.
I think it's quite possible they could both be getting in the same run right now. Ooh, SADE getting the gas station spawn. Okay. He's not even gonna touch the safe. He's gonna pop his stims, pop his painkillers. Always pop your painkillers at the beginning of a match.
Tiene ni nada, voy a usar pura bebida para llegar rápido, weón. Los mismos respawns.
Okay, I think Mitek's got a team to fight up ahead of him. As you've seen, he definitely had that red door spawn. SADE really knows how to move across this map quickly. Man's such a pro. If you aren't already subscribed to his YouTube channel, go up to the search bar, type SADE, go drop the man a sub really quick. He's been making some of the sweatiest Arena Breakout videos that I've seen of all time, so definitely go check him out. You'll certainly learn a thing or two from him on his YouTube channel. No way. Ryan popping off. Oh, Ryan popped off. I think he just took out that team. Oh, no, they shut the door. They just shut the door. They're going to fight him now. Oh, Ryan's popping off. Let's go, Ryan. Yo, W Ryan in the chat. R-I-O-N. Spam this man's name, W Ryan. Let's go. Saved it for SADE. Saved it for the team. Clutched up there. SADE's got 5 surgeries to do. Big yikes. There's people coming in behind. He's got the bots to take out. Yo, Ryan in the chat. Make sure you guys are also subscribed to Ryan's Arena Breakout channel. If you go search Ryan Arena Breakout, he does have a channel specifically for Arena Breakout. That's besides his main one. So definitely search Ryan Arena Breakout. Drop him a sub. Let's go, Ryan.
Cuidado, Misterio con el pasillo.
Mitek doing his thing up in the armory.
Salimos, tranqui, estoy aquí.
They got in red door and they hear a team trying to go in hole in the wall, so.
¿Van a pasar?
Nada.
Probablemente pasen.
Maté uno, Your 6.
They're fighting team. Throwables going out.
Mate otro.
Me mataron. Estoy en el primera caja.
¿Está contigo ahí?
Sí, primera caja.
Mate otro. Mate a todos.
Queda.
No, sí, mate a todos.
Nice.
Tú tengan enverguiza esos huevones y váyanse.
Tengo batería.
Potentially more outside.
Activa ya.
Muy poco, güey.
Activa ya.
Quedan 5 minutos. Activa abajo. No, todavía tenemos un minuto. Voy a ayudarte a limpiar mi tech y me voy.
No, huevón, tiene que estar tú arriba.
Not bad. Legend kill. Decked out FAL. FA multi-rig. A little $200,000 or $300,000 kill.
Viene otro, creo.
Level 5. He's only got 4 minutes left. I mean, he's really only got a minute and a half to loot, and then they got to pull that extract. So he's got to figure it out. He's got to figure out his stuff here. He's got 2 players to kill, or 2 players to loot. He's got MK14 right there on that one. Oh wait, no, that's his teammate.
chaleco? Hay un chaleco aquí muy
Yeah,
bueno,
MK14 right here. Level 6, bro. He has to get this. He has to grab this. I would drop the level 5, grab that 6 vest.
No, manda.
Even though it's 1.8 durability, it might still sell for a lot. Or count for a lot. Doesn't even really have to matter how much it sells for. SADE getting shot up there. He's still doing his surgeries. And Steel healing up.
El bot. Estoy yendo, tenemos muy poco tiempo. ¿Cuál luteo?
All right, they got to pull that switch in the next 30 seconds or he might not make it out on time for this run to count. And he needs this run to count. I mean, you looking at that loot right there? This could be his best run.
Vamos, señores, vamos.
2 minutos.
¿Abrieron la del fondo?
Ese soy yo, Mitek.
¿Y este? ¿Por qué este casco es de alguien también? Ah, lo cambiaron. ¿Este de aquí lo lootearon? Sí. Vámonos, ¿no? ¿Privado? ¿Fondo abrieron?
¿Abrieron?
¿Tú, Davey? ¿Abriste, Davey?
They gotta pull it.
Davey.
Bajen, se abrió.
Oh, yeah, I think I hear. Yeah, they pulled it. Okay, so he might make it out on time.
Yo estoy aquí. Dale a lo que ya entraron, ¿eh? Sí, tranqui.
Los que tengan más loot son los que salen. El otro
No, tranqui, si yo voy a custodiar aquí. Tiempo.
Sí, nos podemos irnos todos.
Looking like Mitek's sitting right here, ready for some players to show up. Players always love the push when they see the canal's been activated, so. He just heard a door opening upstairs.
Muchachos, ¿tienen teto?
Toma pastilla.
22. Cuéntame.
Keeping an eye on that stairwell. He knows they're coming. He's got to get to the extract soon, though. I don't know when they pulled it, but he might only... No! He didn't make it in time! No! No shot.
Estoy viendo que me puedo llevar. No, loco.
Oh, man. Well, unfortunately, I don't think Mitek's going to have a chance at getting out his loot on time. He just went ahead and left the match.
Bueno, no pasa nada.
And unfortunately, whatever he got out did not count. His teammates' loot, I'm sure counted. His, though, unfortunately, not going to count for that run. Now, we've been seeing SADE get W's left and right today, and the portion, that last 30-minute farm or armory segment there, honestly was no different. Despite him getting taken out, his team still did come out with a lot of loot. The previous consecutive matches, he got knocked. Ryan picked him up, and they still made it out with a ton of loot right there. Unfortunate for Mitek. As you guys saw, he was 1 second away from extracting. If he would have gotten to that corner 1 second earlier, he would have made it out with his team, and all of that loot would have counted. But unfortunately, you got to be in that extract for 10 seconds before the timer gets to 0. Otherwise, you can't leave. That's just super unfortunate. Mitek's been having a rough time with the loot today, and just all around just a rough time, and it's unfortunate. It happens to the best of us, though. I mean, there's good days and bad days. I'm sure not everybody wakes up and gets gold lions and secret documents all day, every day. So sometimes you got to have bad days for the good ones to mean something, you know? So rough time for Mitek there. We're going to put some CD keys up on the screen here in a moment. So make sure you're ready to get yourself some free loot in Arena Breakout. And we'll go over the highlights and the recap here soon. But yeah, definitely make sure you grab these CD keys off the screen. You see them down there. There's a level 4 bullet packs up for grabs. And I think this is the last set of CD keys that are going to be on the screen, so definitely make sure you grab them up. And we're going to get into the highlights in just a moment and go over the best moments of that 30-minute heat there. But, man, Ryan's clutch, can we talk about that for a moment? We saw how crazy the fight was, all right? SADE literally just peeked the doorway and was instantly dropped. And then Ryan was on that little outside in that little garage area, took out the whole team, ran inside, took out one more. And honestly, Ryan was a big clutch right there. If you guys don't know, he also makes YouTube videos for Arena Breakout. If you just search Ryan Arena Breakout, you can find his dedicated channel. Make sure you go sub up and everything. And sub up to all the amazing content creators that you've seen here today. Mitek's got a channel on Twitch. SADE's got a YouTube channel. And each one of their teammates as well had channels. I know that Ryan's got a channel. Alucard, which is one of Mitek's teammates, also had a channel. Mysterion, hopefully I'm not saying that incorrectly, also has a channel. And Ryan, Kiwe, Zadkiel. Make sure you guys go follow all of these content creators because they put out loads of Arena Breakout content that you might be missing out on. So definitely go sub up with the notifications turned on. But let's hopefully get into the highlights here in just a moment and check out the recap. Game recap. Yo, just from wait, what am I looking at right now? What? Team Mitek coming out with $3.9 million worth of loot in one single run there. Oh, that first death. Remember when I said them not getting out with one backpack's worth of loot might cost them the match? Look at that deficit right there. That is crazy. SADE was only up by 900K. And look at the difference right here. It's almost over 2 million. Oh my gosh. Let's go ahead and hop into the highlights and check out some of the best moments of this last 30 minutes. See, SADE was having a troublesome time fighting this player right here. And got taken out to the molly, which is crazy. Mitek's first extraction. His team must have made it out with a lot that is either his first or second extraction that had crazy loot, so. There we go. There you see the second match, 183,000. And this is where SADE gets knocked, and Ryan has an absolute clutch. Unfortunately, Hewan got knocked there too. You've seen on the replay, but they insta-thirsted him. Ryan clutched up and saved SADE. Honestly, that right there is worth $1 million in my eyes. That was some great content. And unfortunately, right here, you see Mitek did not get to make it out with his loot. Oh, that's such a horrible feeling. Knowing that you were literally a half a second away from getting out with what you see right there was another $500,000-$600,000 worth of loot. But now let's go ahead and take a look at the overall recap where you see Team SADE just barely blowing past Team Mitek right there by just a couple $100,000. We're talking like a little over 400,000, a little less than 400,000. Sorry, my math is off. 400K separated the winner from the loser here today. Team SADE having great runs all the way up there almost till the end where, you know, the armory runs were pretty lackluster. But then Mitek also was having some pretty bad runs the whole time, and then right there at the end. Look at how much, dude. There was so much at stake, like in the between these two teams. The fact that Mitek was able to close the gap at least that much is crazy. He had some crazy armory matches. The winner of today's tournament is getting $200,000. Just kidding, $2,000. And Mitek's team is going to go ahead and probably get $800, $200 per player, and then Team SADE is going to get $500 per player. So a big win for Team SADE. All right, we're going to go ahead and go to our post-game interview with the players right now. Man, that was pretty crazy. Yo, good job, SADE.
Dude, dude, I did nothing, you know. I did nothing. I was just lucky, and my team did the job.
Your luck.
Online. Yeah, I was lucky with
on armory.
My luck on farm, you know. Just I got a golden line in farm. We were spamming.
Yeah, the chat went wild when that happened.
Yeah, they always do that. They always do that when it happens, especially when it happens in a normal map. You know, that is something different.
Yeah,
that is something more important.
Yeah, it's like 1 in a million chances that you're gonna find a gold lion in a normal farm for sure.
Yeah, yeah.
So, let me ask you, how do you feel after winning?
How do I feel after
winning? Feel
great?
great?
Bruh. Yeah, I'm better than the beginning, you know. I was at the beginning because I'm not gonna lie, the comments in the global AB channel, you know, it was kind of cringe, not gonna lie. I got cringe after seeing that. They were swearing, they were talking in a bad way. They were talking about me in a bad way, you know. After seeing that, I was kind of demoralized, not gonna lie. I was thinking about learning Spanish for my Spanish followers, you know. I was thinking about it, and I was not even capping. I was even searched it for it, you know, searched it on internet for Spanish classes, and I guess that's not going to happen after this tournament. Dude, it was something else, you know. I wouldn't expect something like that to happen ever, you know. I just want to do that, you know, just for these cringe boys, you know, just for these cringe boys, you know. I'm not that type of person, but they deserve it in my opinion. I'm not talking for Mitek, by the way. I'm talking for the community. I feel like I have to mention it. I have to underline it. It was cringe. Even in my own chat, they were going kind of wild. So, it is what it is. I'm proud of my team. I'm proud of my teammates. They did a decent job. I just won because of them. And that's all. I did
Yeah,
nothing.
when there's money on the line and, you know, feelings get a little heated, you know, some words get thrown around. But did you find any difficulties in today's matches? I know there at the end in the armory, you got dropped twice.
And it was so weird, dude. I got dropped by Molo, and in the next one, I didn't expect there to be a player, you know, because Ryan was at the window. I was looking at his blind corner, and I got knocked. The angle was something like
yeah,
this.
the guy that knocked you was
knocked.
in that corner that Ryan could not possibly see. So, but he clutched up. That's crazy. You guys have to collab in the future.
It was crazy. He killed another duo, you know. We were getting rushed, and he killed another duo. Just imagine. He is amazing. He's just like he was in the PUBG, you know. He was in the Metro with you, you know. I remember that time.
Yeah, I've known him for a while. He's pretty good at just about any game he touches.
He's still the same. He's still the same. Nothing changes about him.
Now let me ask you: was there any specific strategy that you prepared before entering that last final armory match? Because you might have been. I don't know. You might have known that you were ahead, but like, did you have a specific? Were you just like, let's lay it back and just take a chill, or was there any specific strategy you took in that final 30 minutes?
We were going to take a chill because just a solid one match was going to be enough. So we were like, we were chilling. We were like, but at the end, only one person made it out in the both matches. It was kind of unlucky. The Molo knocked. I don't know how it happened. I got nuked by Molo. That it was like an actual nade, you know. And I got nuked in the second one. My phone crashed, and I wasn't even able to end the match. I was just able to take the screenshot. So it was kind of unlucky. Also for the second army round, from the first 30 minutes, we were kind of trolled, you know. The other team was complaining about the production, but when we got that 3 minutes left message, there were actually 4 minutes left. We could have been able to pull the switch and take the bot extraction, so it was going to go over.
Well, either way, you
easily.
won.
It was good.
So congratulations.
Yeah, thank you, man. Thank you.
Either way, you won. Congratulations, SADE.
Thank you.
Well, that's going to go ahead and wrap it up for us today. SADE, congratulations again. Make sure you guys go follow his YouTube channel. Follow him up on YouTube. You can see right there his @ below his name. And as well as Mitek, he streams on Twitch. They're both amazing content creators. Go sub up to both of them. Follow up to both of them.
Thank you, man. Thank you. Thank you for the cast, by the way. It's good to see you here.
It was my first time casting. I know I stuttered a lot. And
yeah. Without Mod 6, I miss him.
Yeah.
He'd be my man. I love him. All right.
Yeah, I'm sure he'll be back next week.
Yeah. He's going to be
Thank you,
back.
SADE.
Thank you. Thank you, everyone.
All right. That's going to be it for us today. If you haven't yet, make sure you download Arena Breakout with the link in the description down below, as well as follow all their social media channels on Instagram, Twitter, TikTok. Subscribe to their YouTube channel. Just go to any search bar and type in Arena Breakout, and definitely go stay connected to all the official channels. They drop content all the time when they drop new updates. They tweet all sorts of stuff that you might not want to miss out on. They have tweeted leaks before in the past and stuff, so you might be missing out on those. But definitely make sure you follow them up on all their official platforms. And big thank you again for tuning in today. My name was Dab. I also make content for Arena Breakout. If you guys want to go search me up everywhere. And thank you guys again for watching today. And before today's excitement is over, I want to remind all of you guys that we also have the Rich Rivals, the match between English and English creators and Spanish creators coming. This was just round 2. There's more consecutive rounds coming up in the future, and you can watch and support your favorite creators on their YouTube channels, Twitch, or TikTok account just by simply searching the keyword million loot. Search it up and go support all the other amazing content creators out there. There's loads of people live streaming this game, and your favorite content creator may have not yet been discovered. So search million loot, go check them out. There's all sorts of content creators you can find. You've got Kiwi, you got Poker Bro, you got Linden, you got Beam, Simuvan, Hyperkind. If you're a Spanish-speaking content creator, you can go check out Bardot, Hispada, Six Kratos, and Chan. So definitely make sure you guys YouTube, Twitch, TikTok, wherever you watch content, definitely search their names up and go drop them some follows. Now we're going to go ahead and drop the last CD keys on the stream right now. This is the final set of CD keys. If you guys want to get some free level 4 ammo packs right now, this is the last chance to get yourself some free ammo. Grab yourself some A1, shove it in a bundle M4 and go out there and get yourself a gold lion, just like SADE did today in normal farm. You know what? I want to challenge you guys, and if whoever does it, I'm going to give them 600 bonds, all right? Whoever posts a picture in my Discord of them finding a gold lion on normal farm today, all right? I challenge you. Do what SADE did. It's not easy. That was literally like a 1 in a million chance to get a gold lion right there. But yeah. All right, that's it for us. Big shout out to everybody that tuned in today. If you haven't yet, make sure you sub up to whatever channel you're watching right now, whether it be mine, Arena Breakout's channel, or any one of the few. Definitely go over to the Arena Breakout's channel and sub up though. And stay tuned for future Golden Lion Legions tournaments. All right, that's going to be it for today. Dab signing out.